Good night, Panda. You're linking your own tweets. Is it a good one, buddy? What are you saying? T1 really deserved the third NA partner spot. Caposaurus. T1 weren't the third one, though. It was Zeta were the last one to get it, I think. If I have my lore correct. Yeah, I think T1 were actually one of the first ones through the door, honestly. Based on that. I don't know exactly. This is kind of based on when I heard information, but I feel like actually they were one of the first ones through the door. What was I doing? Bod, that's what I was doing. You need to sleep? Only 7 more maps to go, Ben. Hopefully no one has work on Monday. Game starting? No way.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
Fucking bots. You have work in 7 hours? Alright, but the game should just about finish by the time you're done then. What am I typing here? Team Liquid versus... Oh, I got caps lock on. Team Liquid versus Nightmare. Let's see. Create, upload. Uploading now, mods. Should be doing schoolwork, but you will be watching. Where's the game? It's starting in a few minutes, Isabel. Oh, you have to... Yeah, you maybe should get some sleep. Can we bet on the bots? Yeah, if you want to bet on the bots, the option you want to select is Nightmare. Fucking got him. Oh, I've actually genuinely lost it for you now. There we go. You booked tomorrow off work and I'm very excited to not set an alarm. Yeah, I might be treating myself to a little nap tomorrow. A little lay-in. I think a little lay-in, and then my fiance's actually out for dinner. She's got this like work dinner thing. So might treat myself to some takeaway. What do you think? Lay-in, takeaway, a lazy Monday? No HelloFresh. I actually had my last HelloFresh tonight. I had chili tonight. Honestly, what the spicy pork and bulgur wheat I had, that was so good actually. Like the spicy, it was like spicy and enduja. How do you say it? Like, you guys know what I mean. You see it everywhere now, like on pizzas and stuff. Like, it's like a, I think like a sausage spice, but it was like a spicy pork thing on like, you could probably just do it on any rice. But that was so nice. So actually, and that was super simple to make. So it was just, you just needed like the, sort of like the enduja paste. So, honestly, that one's going to be added to our repertoire of dishes. So actually, I think I got good value out of the HelloFresh. I've actually enjoyed all the meals. Got to eat some different food that I wouldn't normally make. Maybe add a few things that I know how to make for later as well. What takeaway, asks Alexi? Answer carefully. The problem is I don't know. And my fiance's like this as well, which means we are both people who, you know, when you say, should we get takeaway? We don't have anything in, let's get takeaway, you know. And then we open up Deliveroo. Other food apps are available. We open up open up Deliveroo, and then we just browse for fucking ages. We browse for so long and we can't decide, and then we're just stuck looking at the menu for what do you want? What don't you want? And what are you in the mood for? Yeah. And we're just there forever. And in reality, most things are probably fine actually, you know? Most things are probably fine, but it's just An overwhelming amount of choice.
The greatest teams have answered the call.
You just have to play absolutely perfect. This is insane.
They fought to make a name for themselves.
Isn't yeah. So if you want HelloFresh, I think Stream Elements is on the same page. There is a discount now. I think the discount varies a little bit depending. Like the offer in varies for America, but you also get pretty pretty big discount otherwise. It's like I ordered from the UK and I didn't get the 10 free meals like you would if you were American, but I did get 60% off my first box. So 60% off my first box was actually like pretty good. So I really can't complain at that. I got 5 meals. So like 5 different meals. Actually, I got mac and cheese as well. So I actually got 6 different meals, or like 5 full meals and then like a mac and cheese as well. So a little like a lunch basically, for 2 people each, and that was £17 with my discount, or like £17 plus some pence. So obviously, full disclosure, it is an ad, but actually, can't really complain about those prices for dinner really. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and even if you don't, like, obviously, if you want to just use it all the time, you can, right? But if you just want to, like, get a box and then, there's no, like, minimum term for it, if you know what I mean. So it's not like you have to sign up for 2 months or sign up for 8 months or a year or anything like that. You can actually just, sign up for a week. Try it. If you like it, maybe you keep doing it. If not, I know some people who, rather than, like, do it every week, they'll do it for, like, 1 week every couple of months or something, just to maybe try some new dishes, learn some new recipes. So I think there's like, you don't necessarily have to sign up for like, you know, a lifetime subscription, but you can just sort of dip in and dip out of it, you know. You think McGravy's got a lighting problem? He's just whited out a bit, you know, looking a bit pale. Maybe he just needs to get himself some sun. Get a bit of a tan going. Does the code work globally? Yeah, it works globally, but you don't necessarily get the same offer. So like, I think if you're in America, you get the 10 free meals, but the discount is different in any country. Obviously, like if you just click the thing, it should give you, click the link and it should give you an idea for the price. So I think in the UK, I got 60% off my first box, plus free delivery. So yeah, have a little explore, see if the offer works for you, if you like it. Yeah, doesn't come with sex though. I should clarify. I don't know if I maybe made that clear, but doesn't come with sex, for those wondering. Good. Thanks for asking, YKK. I think that's a clarification that's helped. You do, Sans. Oh, fuck, Sans really pays attention. Sans is honestly good panhandling here. Yeah, so when mine was, I got 60% off the first box and then 20% off the next 3 weeks as well. So a sort of continued discount as well. It's pretty flex. I'm just doing the whole pitch now, but honestly, I'm giving you the whole pitch. Like I wouldn't bother doing it if I didn't think it was actually okay. But like a worthwhile offer, right, or a worthwhile product. But you can also do it where you just like pause it for a week, right? You don't have to do like a whole 4 weeks in a row if you don't want like all of that. You can pause it, just skip a week, anything like that, you know. So flexibility is actually pretty good. What, the box that comes with six? When does your promo code expire? At like 2 weeks, Kizzy, I think, or something. Maybe a bit less, but at least 10 days, I'd say. So plenty of time. Plenty of time, so you don't have to like rush anything tonight or anything like that. Our grand finals 7 maps? Yes, Jason. Yeah, we're gonna get best of 7, first to 4. Plenty of Overwatch still to play tonight. You remember when Unsa did for panhandling? Yeah, we just the HelloFresh ones like come up pretty frequently because there's a few sponsorship opportunities, but lots of them are like mobile games, which not so keen on. Right, I'd have to get like, is emulator the right word? Maybe emulator's not But a way to play on my PC to stream from there, right? But I think Hunter told me about one. Does Hunter do any legitimate cooking? No, he just eats carrots. Does HelloFresh have a mobile game? No, I think what were the mobile games? There was one called Matchmasters. Should I just do a Matchmasters stream next week? Gotta match those gems. Gotta match those gems. Fuck. Was EMEA good? Yeah, if you did miss EMEA Zupati, I would recommend it. Especially the grand final. I think that was a really high quality grand final, honestly. Overwatch servers just died. That's not good. They did ask me to do a cooking stream actually for HelloFresh, but I was like, it's because I would have to do it in the kitchen, obviously, so I'd have to do it on my phone. But I was like, you know, because a lot of the time I'm sort of normally cooking as my fiance comes back, and my fiance doesn't want to be on the stream, so I was like, a little bit of a clash there, and also, you know, I don't know how like actually good it would be. But I mean, to be fair, there was one of the meals I was cooking, and it was like there and done in 20 minutes, and I was like, actually, low key, could have just streamed that right then, and it would have been decent. Boost for pan, boost for pan. Do it. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've gone through my HelloFresh meals already, so maybe next time I will actually do it. You know what, as well? Maybe this is... I think it's embarrassing to admit, but it's a little bit corny. When I was doing that one that was 20 minutes, like my fiance, I normally try and start dinner before my fiance's home, you know? Have it on the table, ready to go for when she's back, at least on the days when I'm not streaming a billion hours, right? But I thought about streaming it, but I was already like 5 minutes deep, so I was like, I can't just start it now, blah, blah, blah. But in my head, I was like narrating it in my head, you know? I guess I was basically rehearsing for if I ever do a cooking stream, you know? Like I was doing like the practice in my head. So, I think I'm ready for that. I'm ready for next time. Even when I'm not on camera, still just streaming. Completely addicted to it now. Best Sleep Dart Award? I mean, it was though, right? This sleep is nuts. Yeah, if you've not seen it before, this is Kev sleeping the Nano Genji across the map with a deflected sleep. It was not intentional, there's no way. Kev says it was intentional. That very day, Kev came and told us all it was intentional. And then Chrissy came and told us. Now he'd actually coached Kev about that this morning. Oh no. Are they giving Luke the Ajax of the stage? I mean, it probably was, right? It probably was. Oh, Nenwise, this one was actually egregious as well. Are they going to show the Vega off the map one too? The thing with the Nenwai one is also, this beat hits nobody. This is for double Ajax, I think. Blissy's was egregious. Leps, I think, is like a bit more forgivable. Like, could and should have avoided it, but it like happens. But look at Bliss. Look at Bliss. Look at where Painkiller goes, and look at Bliss. He's getting spun in a corner by a fucking Orisa. Yeah, but Bliss is his worst Painkiller, because if you are getting spun into a corner by an Orisa who has a javelin, how on earth do you have the audacity to try and press beat? Right? How on earth do you have the audacity to try and press it? You didn't spin him, he was just in air. But it's still in a corner, right? Like you're still like face checking him, right? When he starts casting it. Or at least it looks like that from the angle we got through the Sojourn. No, you like, what happened? Did you just like corner peek him? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm too harsh on Blissey. I mean, it's probably not wise to make enemies with Thanos, but I was ready to make enemies with Thanos there. All right, we'll get back onto hating Lep then. Yeah, actually, to be fair, when I see this in slow motion, Lep's is actually really egregious, isn't it? I thought Lep was further back. I thought he just gets headshot, but he's getting booped up as well. Why did he press the button? It's like a bad tackle, you know. It looks even worse in slow motion. But I would still put Luke's above it, right? I would still put Luke's above it. Yeah, Luke's was the first one we saw allegedly. Yeah. So I think he would have got it. I presume they're discussing it now. This is the first Overwatch LAN that Rupert won't be at since 2022. And the best section of the year goes to Vestala. Oh, boo. I mean, it's just going to be happy. It's still an SSG player, so. But it should have been Kellen. Kellen robbed. Rigged? Exactly. We tried. Trigger free just too damn popular. This guy. Alright, so some of the delay, it seems, is there's a problem with the servers, so there's a long queue to get back into the game right now. Vestala won the EMEA version. I think it's going to be a double coach interview like EU. I hope so. I mean, to be fair, I think they've actually got time to fill right now while they try and sort out the servers. How did JW not win? I mean, not to rehash the whole thing again, but yeah, I think both regions, there's some really some players who have been really overlooked quite harshly here. And I think especially when, like, you know, no discredit to Vestala, I think he's had a really good stage. But I think JW and Shockwave, I'd probably put both of them above him in terms of, like, impact they've had for their teams. Well, here's part of the problem as well, Masso. They also gave the award, like, they gave the top 4 nominations before, and they always do this, and it pisses me off every time, because I just don't understand how you can do it, right? But they nominate the top 4 people before, at the start of the day, before the lower bracket and before the grand finals have happened. Why? Don't know. I mean, it just devalues the entire award. I mean, it's part of a reason. There's a reason when we did our pilot episode for Uncoachable. Part of the reason we wanted to do an award show is because we always thought the awards in Overwatch, it's true in Overwatch League, true to today, were just a bit wank. Just a bit wank and didn't properly recognize the players. So we wanted to do like our version of that to try and properly credit, you know, or recognize when people truly pop off or truly have a really good year. Nominations at EMEA, let me remember. It was Vestala, JWoo, Quartz, and Lubda. Yeah. No, Kev didn't get nominated. He should have been, to be honest. He should have been, honestly. Like, I think... I mean, again, I always find it a little bit weird. Like, I get one of my... Obviously, we're doing this in, like, the Coachable Awards as well, but actually, it's just not a lot, right? Like, I feel like you should at least recognize... You should break it up by role. Right? You should break it up by role. Because I think otherwise people just get overlooked, right? Certain roles are always going to get looked over a little bit more. But it feels like a really small amount of people to credit for the stage. You do it too early, and quite often seem to get a lot of the wrong people. Or maybe more importantly, you miss out a lot of people who deserve some credit. Yeah, like Rollstar and overall MVP, I could cop that, right? I could cop that.
Weeds joining us from SSG and Nightmare, respectively.
Oh,
Thank you
let me move my
so
camera
much,
for you.
For coming in for a quick chat. Unto is already amused. What's going on? What's the giggles about, Unto? Share with class.
I mean, I was just having a little giggle because I could only see half of the wheats for a moment there.
Yeah, I was leaning the wrong way.
So, aura of
Hey,
mystery
congrats, mate.
surrounding Weeds at all times.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ante, are you shocked to meet Weeds and team in the grand final?
Sonic Balloon.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I thought if you were going off scrim results and scrim form, then there's no way that I'd be surprised to see Nightmare coming into the final. I think, Nightmare's biggest concern is maybe, how they play in matches where the pressure is really high, but they actually performed in a match where the pressure was high for once. So now they're here, and I mean, that's sick. It's really, really cool.
He's so happy
For
they're going,
once,
actually,
the
isn't he?
backhanded
He's so happy they're
compliment.
going.
Can never just be nice, man.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm curious. So what do you think about the hazard? I mean, this feels kind of. It's kind of like weeks past. We went through the whole hazard meta, then we went sim, tor, ball, and now we're here with Maga. Like, what do you think about kind of reverting back to the hazard? I was confused at first, but it seems to work, and I'm curious what you think.
I like it. I mean, I think that, in the preseason and the early season, Nightmare was probably like the strongest hazard team. Like they've got Cuffer, who's just the king of the aura check on that hero. He's just always going backline and doing something. He's really active on the map. He carries the game a lot. He takes a lot of risk and he gets away with it. And I think there's a very fine line there where you can take a lot of risk and you can be throwing the game, or you can be hard carrying it. And I mean, seeing it come back now, I mean, it's like it's playing into their strength, and I think it's really good.
Weeds, let's hear your thoughts here on SSG. They obviously have a little bit more tape on you guys now. Are you at all worried that your hazard composition
Kellen and Bliss sticking
might have
about
been
so
found
much in
out
the back.
already and
You
that
can't
they're
see
able to
him, but I can
strike
just
against
tell, you saw the little hand come in. They're ticking about
I
so
don't
much.
think there's really any counter comping that's going to be happening in this series. I think it's going to be a very honest series because neither of us are MAGA frauds, so I'm not too worried.
Maga
Respect. I respect that.
frauds. Okay, we're looking forward to an honorable game of Overwatch in our grand finals. Ante, Weeds, best of luck to both of your teams, and we hope to see you both in China very soon again as well.
Yep,
Cheers.
see you there.
Right, but now let's find out who's going to come out on top of our NA region. And for that, we're going to send it over to Matt and Mitch.
Okay. 7 maps of pure Amalgamir incoming. Mukunda asks who is Team Liquid's coach. It's head coach Kasaurus and Danny as assistant coach. So same from the Toronto Defiant last year. All right. Prediction's actually ticking down quite far, right? Yeah, only just under 4 minutes left because the break's been so long. So just under 4 minutes for your prediction. So you might have to commit them early here. I can cheat for you a little bit and tell you the bands and the map. Where is it? So Nepal is the map. Picked by SSG. Have they not done the bands yet? It's just the map. Predator gonna end before we see the bands. I'll let you know if I get him in the channel beforehand. Unless I just missed him, right? When's our COF submission? Blah blah blah. You have until 48 to submit your map side on roster. Map SG are going to play the blue side if that helps anyone factoring that into their bets. Then they're just talking about the interview. And then that's it. So I don't know if they've actually done them yet. Spoilers. Well, we're down to our final 2 minutes. Oh, we're going to get another advert. Blue side is so busted, it's over. Oh, we're going to get a break, aren't we? Oh, it's a 15-minute break. All right. All right, 2 minutes left on the Preds. So you're going to have to gamble. I can't tell you what the bands are, but we are going to the pool. So, yeah, okay. I mean, all right. You going to sleep? I might be wise. So it seems they're having a problem with the servers right now. So they're trying to, if you weren't in the game already, you have to like queue up, and it's going to take you a very long time to get in. How do I feel about the seeding for China? Oh, let me turn this back down again now. Seeding for China, I think the only part I disagree with, I think Asia being first and second is really fine. NA above EMEA is fine. The problem is that China's second seed, or the second place from China, shouldn't be 6th seed. It should be 8th seed. I think that's the only bit I disagree with. Everything else seems like reasonable based off like historical performance and all of that. Do you think the rover landing ship on control center might need one team to pick the side where the rover is on their side? That's the only non-run-out advantage I can think of. I'll be honest with you, Claire. You've probably thought about it way more than any of the teams have. So you might be right, but I don't think anyone's taken it into consideration. I think the closest we would get is like sometimes like, because Admiral is like, if you don't know, Admiral is the master of rollouts. Like honestly, on London, you know, if we needed to know the quickest way to the map or the quickest rollout, blah 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 blah, whatever Admiral says, just blind trust in Admiral every single time, right? Whatever he said. So if Admiral was like, oh, it's better to be red team, it's better to be, or whatever side, we would trust Admiral on that one, right? It's like one of the things by like the first choke point. You know, like on Lijiang Control Center when you come through that first choke point, and then there's like a thing. They're slightly different on opposite sides. Are you planning on streaming China? Yeah, we'll stream all of regular season, all of the playoffs. Clear tweet? Alright, let's have a goose. Hope he's celebrating. Wait, oh.
No, it's fine. I just didn't think it would be Chinese.
He's gonna have to get used to it. When's China starting? It's a couple of weeks. I can get you the exact date though, out of respect. 27th for the regular season, and then 27th of March, that is, then 3rd of April for the playoffs. That was refunded, Zar. We're not doing a quick play right now. Not at this time on a Sunday at the end of a big stream. Yeah, Isabel, yeah. Oh. When the hell is clear ever going to get playtime? Well, if Kuffer keeps playing like this, never. Honestly. Maybe in like a really hard diva meta or something, right? But if Kuffer keeps playing like this, obviously Kuffer has way more flexibility in terms of the swaps and everything, so yeah. Low-key, I'm going to go grab a ham and cheese slice, because the pastries don't stop. Just because the Overwatch has stopped doesn't mean the pastries have to stop, you know? That's what I always say. So, I'm going to go get a ham and cheese slice. Maybe top up my water as well. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Everyone, you know, have a little walk around, because we're still going to get a best of 7. Best of 7 series when we come back here, so plenty of Overwatch still to happen. So make sure you're hydrated, make sure you've got any snacks you need, have a little stretch of the legs if you haven't already, and we can finish up North American playoffs. Be right back. I've realised it might be a long one as well, so I got myself a wagon wheel as well for a bit of a sugar boost. Hmm. Congratulations, Flack. I'm sure you must be over the moon. The blue one? The blue one. Jam in the middle. Yeah, good job though, Flack. I'm sure you and the team are absolutely pumped for that one. Gonna be a hell of an experience going out to China there. Hmm. Yeah, well, this is like a big achievement for the team. I think, big achievement for the team, really. And the China Land's going to be so cool. Honestly, very jealous of anyone who gets to go to the China Land. You've not seen a wagon wheel in ages, Alexei? Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I hadn't had one for ages, but then I saw him in Audi one day, and now, actually, every now and again when I want them, good stream snack as well. Sugar when I need it. Underrated, you know. I feel like something, you know, some things you have as a kid, and then you just forget it. They just sort of disappear. You know, you forget about them. But that's one of the good ones. I think penguins aren't that good. Maybe that's a hot take. I mean, they're fine, right? But, they're just fine, in my opinion. Mmm. Yeah, Jaffa cakes are good as well, Alexei, yeah. Went on a school trip to China. It's the coolest place on God. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if anyone's watched the podcast, they know Chris is a big fan of China. Really enjoyed his time there every time. So I think it's a crazy experience for the players. I think it's going to be a really big event as well, right? First Overwatch event in China in a very, very, very long time. So I think, you know, they're so good at hosting events, I think, China. There's always, like, the spectacles there, the scales there, so I'm super excited to see what they do. Exactly, that's exactly how I feel, Alexei. Penguins, yeah, perfectly fine, but nobody ever's like, I really want a penguin. Maybe except Banter Life. Banter Life might be the real penguin head. What happened to Liquid? How did they lose? I mean, honestly. I mean, this Havana that we're watching right now, this is where Liquid lost it. Because this is where they obviously, this is Liquid's pick. Nightmare played it super well, but have to look, I think, a lot at Team Liquid and their ult value and all of this. Really disappointing. Really disappointing attack after they got a full hold themselves as well. Right now I'm eating like a ham and cheese slice, it's called, like a ham and cheese pastry. Wagon wheel for dessert. Keep my snacks up. Did this time just go up? Did that time just go up? Alright. Sorry, that means we've got plenty of time for your questions, Hanks. At the start of the season, everyone was saying how much NA was fucked and there was only 2 good teams for partners. Then Timeless came out swinging and now Nightmare's going to China. What was the difference between now and what people thought at the start? I don't know. Did people... I don't know, maybe this is just like a public sentiment versus, like, pro sentiment. But I feel like, actually, most people were expecting a bit of a three-horse race. I mean, to be fair, myself included, didn't expect Nightmare to be one of the front 2. But yeah. I think it was always, like, the roster always looked relatively close. I think even, like, way back at the start, Hunter said that in his interview. But I don't know if people just sort of got, I guess, like, partner blindness. Panini, no, it's more like a paste. It's like a pastry case with just like some sort of, I guess, like liquid cheese and ham on the inside. Like similar to what, like a sausage roll, but with ham and cheese instead of like the pork sausage in the middle. Did I say liquid ham or liquid cheese or like I guess melted cheese, but obviously like it's cold, so it's still melted. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. No idea. See if it starts. Okay. Added the dark mode. So Lexi says, I mean, Kufa used to be really inconsistent, though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Kufa to be this good. I thought, if anything, one of the biggest problems Nightmare would run in is, like, their backline was super competitive. Zero and Leaf were really good. I was worried, though, like, Kufa and Clear would end up coming up a little bit short against Kellen. And a little bit short against Infected. But that's turned out not to be the case at all, right? the performances we've seen over these sort of last 6 weeks, I think really bucks that idea. Or so yeah, really impressed by Kufa. Not just on the heroes he's played a lot of in the past, like Winston and stuff, but on everything. Sigma, Ramatra, Hazard, everything looks so good out of Kufa, honestly. Feels like we're seeing a sort of level and a consistency from him on a variety of heroes that we've not seen him reach this level on before. Who's my GOAT of OWCS? I mean, yes, like over the last... I don't know. I think the best player is probably just... Since, if we take like OWCS, just from the start of last year, depends how much... Do you mean like for whole this year or all of OWCS, right? Because all of OWCS, I think Stalker's just the best player, right? I think, yeah, Shu has a really good case, but I feel like I would go Stalker. Jam in stuff is actually so good. I feel like jam is the thing you stop having as much when you get older. Or at least for me. You know, like, do you remember like tea cakes with jam in the middle? Or jammy dodgers? I feel like those we need to bring back jam. A campaign to bring back jam. Yeah, I think I prefer raspberry jam to strawberry jam. Have you had a Monte Cristo? Yeah, I used to get it, both times we went to Toronto with London, we always used to go to the same diner for breakfast, and they did like a Monte Cristo. I know it's not really a breakfast food, but I got the Monte Cristo quite a lot. It was my favorite thing to get from there. What about lemon curd? Take or leave it for me. Take or leave. The long break is because there's a problem with the servers, so there's like a queue to get into Overwatch right now. And Alex says, I saw some tweet with 120k likes saying British people eating jam donuts is disgusting. I don't know what they are on about, though. Jam is the go. Yeah, jam donuts are so good. Maybe this one is more controversial, but I actually really like custard donuts as well. I feel like custard is one you don't have much. Like, custard is also one you sort of grow out of, right? You stop having custard. Not custard. What's a Monte Cristo? It's like a... Is it normally just ham and cheese? It's like a ham and cheese sort of like... I mean, I can just show you. I can just Google it. But it's like, it's got like a... Is it just like a fried? I bet it's like fried. I'll get you the exact one. Yeah, it's like an egg dipped in egg batter. Oh, with turkey as well? Yeah, ham, cheese, turkey, and then fried with like an egg batter on the bread. Yeah. That actually looks good. Yeah, I used to get one of these. One of these, and it would come with like some chips and stuff. Really nice. Really nice. I thought it was a cigar or a former Overwatch League commentator. Yeah, I mean, not made out of Monte Cristo the caster. You just use regular ham and turkey. You don't start trying to cut a slice off of Monte Cristo the caster. What about rice pudding? Oh my god, I've actually not had rice pudding in so long. Too late? Oh, well. I mean, don't take too much of Tori. He's a slender man. He's not a lot of him to eat. Let's move it. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going with this. Rice pudding's really good, but I've not had it in so long. So long. That's too many, Hitori. You've got to share. Yeah, rice pudding, little dollop of jam. Is this year... we're bouncing between jam and Overwatch, but we can do it. We can spin both plates. Is this year going to be worse for the skill gap between Korea and the rest of the world? Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think WoW, like EMEA in itself, is way more competitive, and NA still has this sort of three-horse race. I think it's going to be... The Korea gap is probably going to feel bigger this year when we experience it. Not that it wasn't already quite large, but I think... I think it's, yeah, probably bigger, would be my guess. Hunter is bullying Cass on Twitter. What's he said? Do we have a goose? Can we get an ETA? All right, it says 1 minute. Good on you, Eats. Let's just find it. Go to Hunter. Hunter Gang? No, not Hunter Gang. My face when I lie. Look for UV tweet. I don't even know what to say. My teammates are so clutch. I was passed up by both partner teams. This win means so much to me. Love you. Ah. Good on him. Yeah. Really happy for the Nightmare guys. He's retweeted this as well. Actually got him. Oh. Oh my, wait. Oh my god. Lock in. Sitting up. Harnessing the energy. Harnessing the energy of the wagon wheel. It is time. We've had our snacks. We've remembered some of the greatest snacks of times gone by. Oh my, wait, one more snack. And Alex says, visiting your nan and seeing she baked jam tarts. Oh my god, it was like winning the lottery. Jam tarts are so good, actually. I've not had a jam tart in so long. I might buy jam tarts next time I go to the supermarket. My friends are coming next week as well. I'm going to buy everyone jam tarts. We'll have little jam tarts for everyone. They won't be expecting that. This is... Alright. Alright. What? It's actually... My day has been brightened. Okay. And now Nightmare are rolling out on Mauga. Is she going to keep running their Winston comp here? Yes. Yes, a bit banter life, yeah. She's good at it as well, but, you know, finding the time for it and all that. So... But Mauga is going to send a packet at this choke immediately. CJ is on 14 HP, hiding in a bush, but can't hide for long. Kufa's going to come out. Kufa's actually 1 HP. Has Kufa gone too far? He's going to get traded here, and Kellen's going to get out. Ooh, 2 bars of HP, but you know what they say, the best Winstons will always live on 2 HP. 10 HP, somewhere low. And Nightmare now trying to turn the corner here. Or turn the nature of the matchup. Essentially going to try and take a bit of space with Kellen. They've had so much success through the Winston comp here. Kellen's best hero. Bubble is forced out early from Kellen, so he's not going to get a lot of value out of this at all. Sugarfree's going to try and drop and force a little bit of point here, but Zero in there to mark it, chasing Sugarfree around. Sugarfree will back it up to the mini. Here, fighting with him. Zero's going to be forced to recall right now, but Mauga is going to get involved. Kufa's going to try and help this side fight, and Admiral's going to get caught, though. Kellen's going to drop onto that one, and Seeker's found space. The attention brought by Sugarfree and Bliss might cost Blissy his life. That makes all the space in the world for SSG, and Kellen and Seeker are going to pounce on that space, and they will get a retake here, and they do that without using the nano. Going to get a little sleep onto Kufa as well, so he's going to be staggered out. Kufa will take a little charge off the edge. Really well handled by SSG. You saw them manipulate the space and the attention, right? Same page, Alex. Same page. But they manipulate the space, right? They pull them to point, and then it just creates space for Seeker to swing. Great space for Kellen to find an isolated target. And now Nightmare, they have to cross the point, but now they have to cross the gauntlet of a nano, maybe even a primal to follow up. They're going to try and stomp on the high ground. The stomp lands, though! Oh my god, the stomp lands. The nano still goes off from CJ onto Kellen here, but it's only a 1 trade. They get out of it. He's trying to hunt down Belucio, but Admiral, too slippery for him. And now Kellen had choice. Does he invest for primal, or does he just save it for a retake? Might be a save for retake angle here. Trying to cut off his exit, but Kellen's going to keep running. Has the bubble as well, and Kufa can't get him. But he's chased him out enough that they get the retake. Kellen will be retaken with Primal, Sugarfree with the Pulse. We've seen Sugarfree and Kellen be absolutely deadly before. For now, Sugarfree taking a bit of space on point. Bullying it there. Bliss there to support again. Cage comes out from Kufa right now. Does he catch him? Kellen? No, Kellen's out of the cage, I think. No, he is. Oh, he is in the cage. I couldn't tell if he was in the cage or out of the cage, but he got underneath either way, so he avoids the damage from the cage. Beat now from Admiral. Bliss doesn't quite have a beat yet. Kellen is 1 HP. Desperately waiting for that Mega as Seeker drops in this overclock. Sugarfree's going to find a trade. Both supports down now. Pressure onto Seeker here. Lethal's drop a Bob onto point. That should secure this one here. And they have to be careful with how late they die here, SSG, because they're trying to play for one more retake. They have beat advantage for it. So a clear ult advantage here. But they're going to have to rush it a little bit. Pulse bomb for Zero. Looks like Kufa's peeking top out. Early pulse bomb sent from Zero goes wide. They're still harassing them right now. Seeker's going to die. He gets the trade with UV. They're going to beat towards point. They get the touch. They find Lethal on the high ground. Blissy in circles and circles, finding his way up. Kellen has found his way up, and UV has... Oh, sorry, CJ has landed the nade. They will clean everything up as a result. Beat push is good. Can they stop the trade? Can they stop the trade? They get CJ in the corner. Zero's going to die for it. CJ has the nade. All right, they avoid the trades, and CJ will now be able to set up on the high ground. Another nade opportunity. And now... and now has the nano for this one as well. No ults for Nightmare just yet. Gonna be very dodgy in terms of the number of fights. It's really only one fight Nightmare get. They have to do it without any ults. Kufa's gonna try and clear the high ground. Nade onto Kufa right now. They just chunk him down, and Kufa's in so much trouble. He has to drop down. Can they find the kill? Kellen has bubbled the backline and isolated him here. CJ's still waiting for his nano opportunity. Kufa's gonna walk back out. But look at Kellen go. He's chasing down UV. Admiral's trying to peel. Kufa tries to turn on that one here. Another nade onto Kufa, and he's just going to get beamed down. The power of it, running into a wall, but can't escape. Kellen going to chase out this Juno. They've got control of the Tracer and Lucio on the flank here. Bliss is actually quite low. They need to be careful here. Tracer 1v1 continues. It feels like they've been fighting in this room the entire time. But Admiral's going to fall. Bliss and Sugar Free both get the better of their counterparts. Now the nano onto Seeker to finish the job on point. One more touch from Kufa, but SSG will focus him down. SSG good for it. Yuvi's going to try and give him a little loop. Get one more touch to trigger overtime, but I don't know if anyone else is quick enough to make it again. No, not quite. Zero just a little bit short. Don't think it would have made too much of a difference anyway. And SSG secure the first round. I think I went, if Nightmare was to get that, I think I went 4-1 in the grand finals is what I predicted at the start of the day. So that was pre-Nightmare's result, obviously. Okay, they win that scrap. The Mauga Gambit doesn't pay off for Nightmare, and now they're just going to take the mirror. Korea versus Australia. Lethal on the Ashe for now, so feels like a little bit of a greedier pick into this type of matchup, especially with a Lucio Ana, less limited peel. We'll see if Lethal can find the space and time to really have an impact here on the Ashe. He will be sticking it as they roll out Tracer swaps from both Zero and Sugar Free as well. Kufa's going to roll out right-hand side from his perspective, and Keller's going to roll out right-hand side from his perspective, which means they are on opposite sides here for people who understand perspective. Dive now onto the high ground here from Kufa. Counter dive from Kellen just to try and clear him out, and not just clear him out, kills him as well. The punish right there. Now he's hunting down the Lucio. Admiral down to half HP, and Seeker will finish the job. Nice and easy counter jump from Kellen. Remains a step ahead. Lethal's going to try and peek, see if he can find a trade. One dink onto Seeker, he slides away. Kellen will respond to that danger, bubbles it as well. Forces Lethal back. Both bubbles have actually been used now, so both Winstons are going to have to wait a little bit for that. Worth noting CJ is 20% ahead on the Nano as well. Whoa, maybe I've got hiccups. No, mind over matter. I don't have hiccups anymore. Full pocket now onto Seeker. Defensive nade has to be used as the dive comes in, and Seeker should be okay. They're trying to clear Zero out of this one. Another defensive jump from Kellen just to try and punish this Winston. Kufa jumps up. More than out. Kellen's going to have to try and jump towards the Mega. Is the Mega there for him, though? He's going to try and jump out. No, he's hunted down, but Bliss trades 2 for it. He is Thanos after all. And they will clean everything up off the back of that as well, SSG. And they do it. Didn't even get to the Nano. Didn't need the Nano anyway. Yeah, this is a rerun. CJ with the Nano advantage here. Chance for Kellen to get some value out of this. UV still 25% away. They have time. Lethal's going to keep peeking out this left-hand side. Spinning his rows. Looking for opportunities onto Seeker. Doesn't find any of that damage. Now the dive comes in. Dynamite out as well. Kellen's dive for backline in the meantime. Nade hits Blissey actually, but Kellen's going to take him down. Now the Nano comes out, and Seeker and CJ both going to be nanoed, but they kind of all dead. Honestly, feels like a little bit of a waste. Maybe, I don't know if CJ was going to die if he didn't use it. Not convinced. Maybe ends up being a waste, but it's all gone SSG's way so far. And Kellen will back up, set up with this Primal ready to go again. Slight ult advantage on the B. Still no Bob for Lethal as well. He's been stuck mainly taking long-range duels with Seeker more than anything else. Zero's trying to come through this right-hand side here. Pressure onto Bliss, but he skirts away. Nano out onto Kufa, but it's Kellen who finds the kill onto UV. And obviously, the Ana's going to be all alone. Bliss just gets taken down before beat, though. Kellen his boops off! Oh my god, do not play Admiral on the pool. He's going to get the boop off onto the Primal. He's going to beat Kufa to keep him alive as well. And get you a man who can do it all. Cleaning up, and Nightmare now have a bit of a lifeline here on Shrine. See you later, Kellen. The dive was still pretty effective from Kellen until he went flying off the map, to be honest. Nade onto Kufa, has for Primal if he gets into too much trouble. Admiral trying not to get caught here as he goes back. Admiral will be good for it, gets out. Kufa has Primal, Bliss has beat. Kufa's going to dive again, boop onto Kufa as he comes through. Beat through from Bliss right now. Bob and Primal coming through. Juggle back here, chasing them all the way into spawn, looking for it. Defensive nade chases him out. Kufa won't be getting out. Seeker and CJ survive. Bob is going to be kited out on point, and now they can re-push with their player advantage. Zera's diving in for this one. Sugar Free is already on point, trying to force the objective, looking for Admiral and all of it. Seeker's going to die on the way in, though, but they are forcing point here with their tank advantage. Bliss is going to get caught, though. They try and dive on the Ana. They will get him here, actually. CJ is naded. Sugar Free's going to regroup. SSG gonna play for a retake. Kellen is on point right now. Needs for Nano. Will get the Nano. UV has that one as well. Looking for lethal on the flank, but Kellen is too low. He has to back jump with the tail end of this Nano. And they've lost Sugar Free. Weren't quite at full strength when they committed that Nano. Don't find the value they want. And all of a sudden, Nightmare are rolling this one right on back. Kellen has primal advantage for the next fight, and Sugar Free has Pulse Bomb. But now they've got control. Finding more value here, Nightmare. Sugar Free's going to try and deny the health pack. Does deny the health pack. Forces for recall as well. So Zero kind of has to concede his space. Dive onto Bliss here as well. He's going to try and skate out of that one. Does look like he gets out. Now the dive onto the backline, but a nice early shot from UV forces Sugar Free to recall. Kellen is still going. Primal is available. Boop's coming out. Regroup onto point. Alright, Kellen is sleeping in the back. UV's hitting that sleep. Now he has the Nano. Admiral has the beat. Nightmare, they have the ults to win this one right now. Zero with a Pulse Bomb as well. Ana in his sights. Seeker's awfully low. Pulse Bomb is going to land. CJ's going to get taken down. Kufa was sleeping, but even while he's napping, the rest of Nightmare, they are awake and they are getting everything done here. Beat over the top from Admiral. Kufa's going to regroup with the team on point, but they look set for this one. Sugar Free is behind. Can maybe trigger overtime here. No, he can't. And Nightmare with a comeback. And it really all turned on that Admiral clutch. And you know where we're going now, don't you? The boobiest map in all of Nepal. We're going over to Sanctum. Yeah, I think, yeah. Turned on that boot from Admiral, and then the big fight is maybe that last Nano push that CJ and Kellen went for when they weren't at full strength. Just rushed it, didn't they? And that's an important one for Nightmare, because SSG love to play this Winston comp. So taking a round off him on that one, really big for Nightmare. And now it's going to be another mirror again. Sojin versus Ash. Ash particularly good on this one as well. Early damage coming out. Bubble onto Kellen. Kellen will defensively bubble. Bliss is crossing to help out. Does get there. And unfortunately, it's a similar situation here of a neutral, isn't it? Kellen's just going to defensively bubble, and Kufa will get punished for it. Zero finds for trade, though. Amp in as they want to keep pushing. Seeker is 1 HP in the corner, so we can't even peek back to help now. Another defensive bubble from Kellen. They force Sugar Free off point for now. And even without... They actually got the Winston back. Yeah, Kufa's going to dive in again. Bubbles out Kellen, they have to slow it down, and they get the first flip here, Nightmare, despite losing Kufa. Now both teams going to try and retake. Kellen had to bubble quite early there. We see the Lucio Tracer battle happening on the left-hand side of our screen, while the rest of the team are going to swing out right. Nade onto Kellen will slow him down. Bubbles a little bit later. Nade doesn't catch Kufa, though. He's going to back it off to the Mega. Regroup with his team. Nano's at about 70% apiece. He's ever so slightly faster. Dynamite forces CJ to D-peek for a second. Kellen needs to try and get a bit of an angle to his Ana here. Will drop a bubble as both Winstons will. Charge up a tail bit of that Nano. UV's going to creep ahead a little bit there because Kufa took more damage. So now a chance for Kufa on this next dive. This next bubble timing. Here comes the Nano. UV's got one as well. Looking for it all over Seeker. Gets it. Oh, tries to D-peek for sleep, but CJ will get caught. Kellen was also slept though. And remember, UV had that extra damage from the Nano as well. So him, Admiral, and Lethal will kill Kellen in no time at all. And now they're going to dive into Spawn. Nade connects onto CJ as well. Looking for more kills. Should be good for him as well. Zero has to recall. Blissey's going to die here too. Alright. They had point for all of this as well, remember, Nightmare. So it's starting to look pretty good for him. 5 ults coming back very soon for SSG. But swinging this corner, swinging out of this choke point can be really difficult here. Kellen's going to get naded on the way through. Has to bubble defensively. Bob in response right now. Kellen has for Primal to keep going. Jumps through. Has for Primal now. Looking for the boop off the map. Needs to care for Sleep. Tries to separate Lethal. Juggling him around. Sleep comes out just in time to save Lethal. Kufa finds Bliss during all of this as well. Kellen keeps going, though. Defensive nade from UV is good. Kellen's going to back off to the health pack, but Lethal's just finding kills during all of this. Kufa's kept him contained at the choke. Seeker's going to try and come out. Nano overclock overclock from Seeker. Kufa's going to land on it, try and keep him contained. Defensive beat from Admiral, but not before Seeker gets a kill. Slides back onto the map, but Kufa kills him with a primal. Beat comes out from Bliss, catches for remaining players. Kellen can't chase that Lucio. Kufa's going to be slept up the tail end, but the Pulse Bomb is good from Zera. Pulse Bomb in exchange from Sugar Free on the sleeping Winston. We'll take care of that one. UV still has Nano in this fight, though. Can just drop it on Zera if he wants. We're getting to last fight territory. Zera's going to get that Nano right now just to try and clear the Winston. Pressure onto Kellen. He jumps out. Can they trade Kellen? They can. The Nano damage is good enough in the end. Now coming through onto the Lucio. Zera can't find it. Dodges out in that rail, but Seeker actually finds the pick. Steals the health pack from Seeker while he slides up in the air. Zera coming back towards point. Sugar Free still can keep him a point contested as Seeker will try and take someone in space. Kufa's going to land onto Seeker again right now. Pressure onto the backline. Seeker nails the shot. Kufa will be forced back right now. And SSG, they do just about have the retake here. Back and forth, back and forth. SSG now. No ultimates. Nightmare. No ultimates. Just for Pulse Bomb. Zera has been good for him so far, to be fair, though. Seeker will slide back from Kufa's jump right now. Lethal was naded. He's 1 HP, but he will live. Seeker has full rail. Has been set on fire by that Dynamite. Hit twice by the Ash as well. Slides back to the Mega. Kellen has regrouped on point as Kufa will bubble them off. Nade goes straight into Kufa's bubble as well. He's caught the Disruptor shot and will get chased out. UV is 1 HP right now. Sugar Free just busted it out. Open the flank with Bliss. Bliss will die for it, but a worthwhile trade. Sugar Free's going to get a second one as well. And Admiral just has to back up now. They did get the flip during all of this, though. So not going to be as costly, and they're still going for it. They actually forced the Nano out onto Seeker here. They can't afford to lose this one. Admiral with the boot back here. Kufa's going to die on point, so Admiral can't invest this beat now. We'll have to back it out. And they hang on, but it costs them the Nano. Now beat advantage for Admiral. Kellen has the Primal, and Seeker has the Overclock. Nightmare aren't far behind, though. Nearly a Nano, nearly a Primal turn for them. Eyes on Kellen. Coming down to last fight here on the pool. Kellen's going to dive in, booped back by Admiral, though. He's just going to try and get a little bit of zap going. Beat round the corner from Admiral, catches all 5 players. Bliss still doesn't have beat. Kellen's trying to buy time with this Primal. Trying to dodge for sleep. Trying to catch someone in, but again, Zera with a Pulse Bomb. Kellen is all over this. Ash, though, wants to take down Lethal. Sets it up, and Seeker nails the shot to Admiral at the same time right there. Bliss dies. Doesn't have beat yet. Kufa's going to get the Primal out. SSG, they still have control of point. Kufa, can we get any kills? Juggling the Winston in, but we don't have the damage to finish this one off. We'll just try and deny the recontest. SSG still have control of point as we are going to go into overtime with a landing damage from Kellen kills Zera. Player advantage. Bliss nearly has beat. UV has the Nano to go. Admiral's going to fall as well. Bliss now nearly has the beat. 98%. Nano on point though. Bliss manages to survive. He gets the beat. Kufa gets the flip right now though. They're all going to come flooding back into point. Blissy has it. Gets the beat on everyone but Kellen. Maybe the guy who needed it most. Now they're going to try and chase down Kufa. The sleep is there. Going to wake him up just in time to kill him. Player advantage, tank advantage on point right now. CJ nearly has the Nano. Lethal is coming back with Bob. Can they get another touch? One more touch from Admiral. He's going to die for it right now. And the overtime will expire. SSG clutch out. Clutch out. Not Nepal. But they were made to work for it. Ooh, what a starting map, I know. We had to wait for it, right? But it seems quite worth the wait. Primal diff at the end, yeah, that last primal value definitely significantly different, right? Kellen gets the juggle into the Ash. They pocket Lethal through a lot of it, but he just gets put in such a sticky situation that he is eventually taken down. And then also Seeker finds a kill with the overclock onto Admiral at the same time, right? I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was like, I think you're right. I think Kufa's ended up just like priming the Winston into a corner, right? Let's just look at some numbers from that, because that was about as tight as it gets, right? When we go in here, refresh, that one. All right, numbers, okay. Yeah, big difference here immediately just in the tanks, right, in terms of deaths. Often we obviously think about like some of the highlights on Winston in terms of how many primal kills you get, do you kill on your nano dives, but also not getting punished, right? How many of those neutrals did Kufa lose? In many ways, it's a testament to Nightmare how close these rounds were when they lost that opening neutral so hard. Replay codes are publicly available, yeah. You can find them on the Faceit website, I believe, or maybe straight away. Or if you type !replays, There's also a spreadsheet with all of them in. Is it not replays? I thought it was replays. Replays? Oh, you just have to be good at it, I think. I guess Harris not good enough. It's a skill issue. But yeah, they might not get updated until the end of the day or a little bit after the final game, but they will go on there within sort of 24 hours or so. So you have access to all of those there. Elsewhere, big difference in the Winston deaths in particular. UV10 deaths, CJ8 deaths, slight differences there. Sugar-free. Oh! Thank you, Stelios. Bonjour. Welcome, everyone. Ça va? We've now probably reached the end of my French, if I'm being honest. We've reached the end of it. But welcome, everyone. You're just in time. You're just in time for the Grand Finals of North America, and it is lining up to be a banger. We just watched the first map. SSG took it, but it was an apps. It was 99.99 on all 3 control points, so it's really lining up to be maybe a pretty fun one. This one. 16 hours enough. That's fair, Stelios. Hope you had a good one. Take care. Yeah, everyone's here in time to boost Kellen. We need to keep boosting Kellen. All right. We're going to see a slightly different matchup now because it's a Winston ban from Nightmare and a ban from SSG. So obviously the Ana ban can maybe also hinder a little bit of the hazard comp that Nightmare have been running. But wait and see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised here if SSG... I can't imagine they're going to want to hazard mirror. So I don't know exactly what they've got in their back pocket here. Meadow says, 1 AM and I'm at uni tomorrow, but just made myself some cheese on toast with chili crisp and cracked a Stella. Hope this is a good game. Godspeed. I mean, it's a good start, Mello. I think I might... I don't know if I've got any beer in, but I think after the stream, might just have treat myself to a rum and coke. A little rum and coke, a bit of a decompression time, and then have a very long sleep. But let's not dream about the future now, because the present is worth living. Fucking 1 AM 5-hour sleep philosophy. Yeah, exclamation mark of wisdom for that one. Oof. Is Route 66 a bull map? No, I think the impression I get is SSG just don't want to bull. I took a break in the middle, to be fair, Atlas. We did some reruns in the middle, so I could have a little lay down, watch the football, rest my eyes. But it's still been a long one. Do you mean the Unknowable podcast, RX? Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Appreciate the tribute. Is Unser going to declare the best coach in the world? Maybe he always was. Alright, SSG.
They're holding spot with Haz.
SSG listening. You've heard of 3-2-1 fighting. Have you heard of 3-2-1 Wakanda Forever? good stop.
Nice.
Good trade.
Every trade. Just Lucio Genji.
Yeah, they have to know a little bit.
Watch out, Brazil.
Alright. Ooh, late kill onto Zero as well. This is going to be an interesting one, right? Because Genji is Zero's hero. But Sugar Free is anything but a slouch on that hero, really, as well. So this is going to be pretty big Genji throwdown here. We're going to see more of a Mauga into the Hazard. Obviously, Kuffer's Hazard conquered Team Liquid's Mauga in many situations. We'll see if he can do the same here. Kenaz looked like one of the better Maugas, honestly. Like, especially just in terms of raw stomp value. Gonna come swinging in right now, all over Lethal. Torpedoes to follow up, and alright, just has a little run in, and all of a sudden, the gates are wide open for SSG to get the follow-up damage. UV is awfully low. Will get finished off as well, and his payload has been moving the entire time. Kuffer's good for one trade, but he won't be getting out here, so there will be no recontest. Alright, first point, and honestly, first point can be a very tricky one. You know, ground-based tank versus a tank that can exploit the high ground. But second's actually even harder for the ground tank here, so not out of the woods yet. They do have their Ray ready to go. It's kind of just lining up to be a pretty much a 10 ult fight, give or take. Kellen's Cage is probably the slowest one behind there, but Cage is very powerful in this type of mirror. You catch the Hazard, you catch anything, honestly. It's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Kuffer's going to try and limit Seeker's angles and the space he can play in a lot of situations. In general, one thing that Hazard can do a lot, as actually, I'll get back to that because we're getting a big ult trade here. Overclocks and beats traded from both teams. Yuvi's going to drop the Ray. CJ will match it. Kills Zero with those torpedoes from the Ray, though. Now they're focusing down Lethal. Seeker is on the chase. Lethal's escaped underneath, but the rest of Nightmare, they're falling on point. Seeker won't be able to get the late kill there, but they can clean everything up on point. Now they should be able to avoid any trades, and there we go. As I was saying, one of the advantages of the Hazard is when we see these Lucio Genji side fights, or when we see a Sojourn trying to take an angle, the Hazard, with the bonus of mobility, is able to help their Lucio Genji fight in that side, help shut down the Sojourn way more consistently than the Mauga is. But Mauga really has to win by cart and objective pressure here. And if you want to do that, having a Cage is a pretty good tool to do it with right now. Lethal's going to be forced to D-peek there. Zero's got a bit of space on the high ground with it, but Sugarfree's going to go chase that low HP target. And look at Kellen. He's got two hearts he's standing on. He's just going to cage it. Downpour comes out. Two people rooted in the cage, but it doesn't matter. That's where they want to be anyway. UV's going to get in the cage. Too little, too late. No touch. And SSG are slamming their way forward here. Kuffer's going to go on the ram for his third point here. We've seen him play some of the ram into the Mauga before. With earlier today, in fact, as well, with like actually quite reasonable success. The immediate problem, though, is much more going to be Sugar Free's Blade. One ult versus nothing. Kuffer going to go forward, shield up to try and clear this side. Bliss is going to go get involved. It is a Rambo, Bliss. You know he can punch you. Bliss is going to run away while the Blade comes out into the back. Sugar Free is good for one, but Lethal was very much alone, so Nightmare actually taking a 4v4 on point and winning that. Sugar Free's going to come join the fight again. Blissy is in a spot of bother. Kennan's going to choose to go backwards after that Sugar Free kill. And they win the fight there, Nightmare, despite not having any ults for it. Not out of the woods yet, though, as Bliss has a slight beat advantage and UV has a slight Ray advantage here. Bliss is going to try and mark Lethal on the flank. Will force Lethal back to main. SSG don't need to make a move until they have those ults. I don't know exactly how sure they are on the slim advantage they have. Sugarfree's trying to come in the left-hand side now. Zero's responding to it, but Seeker's going to get caught by this Remarcher, and Sugarfree gets taken out of a flank as well. Okay, just sent straight back to spawn and more time off for clocking. These are the type of fights that really help when you're in a difficult situation like Nightmare and you're facing a big time bank. Getting these fights without investing ults of your own, and obviously, most importantly, building up your own ultimates as well for these big ult trades. So we're going to have both support ults nearly up for both teams. Admiral the furthest away, 10% still to go for him. They are holding close, Nightmare. They've got the Bob now. They can even vest as soon as SSG walk up. Oh, the stomp, though, is good from Kellen. We said he's got big feet. The stompiest Mauga in all of North America. But boot back in from Bliss into that Ray. They're still getting value here in trades right now. UV's going to swing through aggressively. Bliss still has the beat if they need it right now. But Nightmare, another stomp lands. Don't think Nightmare were keen to invest the ults there. They trade for Ray for the Ray. Wait, now they're gonna beat Blade? They think they can clutch. Admiral's found a kill. But what can Zero do with this? Oh, I thought Nightmare were being really disciplined with their ultimates here, but they have just thrown in Beat Blade into that? All of a sudden, the ult swing is, I mean, egregiously favoring SSG now. They're going to have the overclock to start. They have the beat to deal with the annihilation if Kufa pushes with that. Lethal's going for a flank bot, though. He needs a pick. Lots of damage onto Seeker. Beat comes through. Seeker peeks it. Sugar Free doesn't get the beat, but he will all live. They walk forward with the overclock down. Seeker's looking for more. They've actually lost CJ during all of this. Seeker has the rail. He's running into the enemy spawn. Will die here. And all right, that's ends up being a messy one, honestly, which benefits Nightmare more than it does SSG. Bob there forces him forward. Well played by Lethal in the end. Really bails Nightmare out of a tricky situation. All of a sudden, this 4-minute time bank is down to 1 minute and 20 seconds. Annihilation versus Cage. Sugar Free with the blade over top. What I want if I'm Nightmare here is I just want to only let Kufa get caught in the cage. Obviously, if I'm Kellen, I want to catch more than just Kufa in the cage. It's going to be a side fight going on as well. Kellen has dropped that cage and he's caught Kufa. Annihilation comes out right now. They will just kill Kufa though since Annihilation goes nowhere. But Zero's found 2 trades, maybe a little bit more. Zero's all over this judo. Zero's killed 4. Now he's just got the Balga to kill as well. He's got full pocket. Kellen will deny him the ace. But Zero has won that flank battle by a mile. Lethal was there to help him, of course, as well as Admiral. But investing a lot in the side fight here, and Kellen's actually going to go Hazard into this now. Sugar Free has for Blade. Nothing to respond with just yet for Nightmare, but they're getting very close to a Ray Blade timing. CJ's not a mile away on the Ray either. You see Kellen trying to harass this Ramattra, bully him back. Zero's going to dash backwards now. Blade and Deflect ready to go for Zero. Doesn't quite have the dash yet, though. Now a Ray Blade situation can be very volatile. Looking for their chance to engage. Have to walk up SSG. Blade's going to come out in response. Slash onto the back. All over the Juno. Takes down CJ. The Ray is out though. Both Rays are out. But Zero, he takes down Sugar Free as well. It's a gap of Blades right now. And we said, how will they match up on the Genji? But right there, Zero gets the better of him. Chasing down Kellen. He's 1 HP. No touch in overtime. They get it to the end of second point. But only to the end of second point here. And Nightmare really... Bad first point, bad second point. Recovering massively on third point there. Zero did so much. Yeah, I think, yeah, plenty of credit should go Zero's way on that one as well. In general, Nightmares, you know, as much as Zero was the one getting all the final blows, Lethal was that left-hand side that Admiral and Zero kept coming through. Lethal was peeking outside all the time as well. So they're really investing very heavily into that flank side. And they're getting the value out of it, right? If you're going to put that many resources into your DPS flanking, then they need to get kills, they need to get value, and, I mean, Zero really delivered there. Yeah, I think it could be a big factor. I mean, I don't think Sugar Free had a particularly bad map or anything like that, but Zero right now, finding another level. Now it's going to be a spawn hold out here from SSG as well. Still on the Mauga. Kufa, for now, hovering the Ram. Bliss is on the Brig as well, which means it just struggles to support the side fight in quite the same way. Still can do it, but the Lucio are often better in these situations. Zero considering Junkrat to try and crack the spawn. Does he think he's the wild card? He thinks he's Color Hex. Yeah, he's just going to be throwing damage into this train where people like to hold. He doesn't commit to it, though. I reckon he honestly could have just keep it for first fight. Why not? Zero's going to get behind Sugar Free now. Forces for dash back as Kufa goes top left. And they've cleared them out from both sides. And Lethal's found the pick. Interesting to note they're trying to get away with the Ashe here. A greedier DPS. Normally, we would think of the Ashe being a little bit vulnerable in a lot of these situations, especially to sort of a lot of Lucio Genji flanks. But Blissey is on the Brig, so not quite the same level, as we were saying before, the same level of support for Sugar Free, who wants to take these longer wide positions. We know SSG can play that style. We saw them do it a lot with Lucio Tracer on the pool out on our first map. And Bliss is actually going to go into the Lucio now, so it seems like they are looking for that response to the Ashe here. Can get behind this swap. Have to retake through the choke right now. Kufa's going to drop the shield, slow up the choke as well. Kellen's trying to get the angle. He goes for... he goes for a punch. Blissey's actually going to end up delivering a kill to him anyway, so it all walks out from Kufa. You know, it's not about how you get it done. It's just about the result. And he gets the pick, so it's all fine. Stomp now onto Kufra. He's awfully low, but he gets his form off, so he should live. They're still trying to focus him down. Deflect from Zero helps massively. Another stomp onto Kufra, though. The size of Kellen's feet, they can't be overstated. He's finding every single stomp, and he's stomped his team back onto a first point hold here. And now, great chance to get some time off the clock. SSG were slightly behind on a few of these support ults as well, so this buys valuable time. Worth noting, Kellen's actually ahead on Cage Charge compared to Kuffa's Annihilation as well in all of this. Very big fight coming up, though, but all the support ults getting close. DPS ults nearly there as well. Blissy's beat is a little bit slow, though. That death to Kuffa has cost them. We'll see if it costs him in the ult exchange. Beat now coming in from Zero, and well, it's going to cost Bliss a little bit more. Doesn't have it. Zero gets 2 before the Ray even comes out. Sugarfee's going to try and clutch, actually. Trying to get the tail end of this Ray, but Lethal finishes him off. But Bob helps out. Bob is focusing down Kellen. Kellen's going to try and run away, but probably done nothing more than stagger himself a little bit. And alright. Took him a couple of goes at this here, Nightmare, but they get it over the line. Good blade by Zero again. Sugarfree's going to get chased out here. Kuffa considered chasing, but now all he's really done is sacrifice his high ground position for it there. Lethal is holding on to the rooftop as well. UV keeping him topped up there while Zero tries to hold the left-hand side. Seeker will slide out. Kuffa's trying to hold the angle on the right. Overclock comes through from Seeker, looking for a little bit more here. Going to slide for right-hand side instead, but goes straight into the ram, actually. And Kuffa is all over CJ, and Kuffa keeps finding these opportunities onto the backline. He's gone so deep. Can they turn and punish Kuffa here? They have to be careful because of the Annihilation. Bliss is going to try and get out, and Kellen will not be so lucky. Sugarfree really can't get... Oh, so that's Seeker, sorry. Won't be able to get out. Dies on point. And they both die on point. Retake now for SSG. They did use the Ray in that, remember, as well. So, SSG's ults not finding the value they need them to. Cage available for Kellen. But the problem with the Cage is if you lock everyone up, but the other team has an Annihilation, has a Ray, has a beat, they can just win that fight here. So Kellen might have to really consider cancelling his Cage here once that Ray is forced out. Kellen's going to swing out now. He takes so much damage as he drops this Cage. Now the Ray in response, but Kellen's trying to beam through Kuffa. Beat over the top, and Kuffa is full block, and he pops the Annihilation. Sugarfree's trying to get behind him. They do manage to live. Later beat from Admiral comes through right now. Ults are all gone. Lethal has just been on the high ground, sitting pretty, laying in damage this entire time. And they will just clean this up as a result. Kuffa is still on the back foot. He spent the entire fight blocking, but he's still got some more blocks. Just keep blocking. You know what they say, a good offense is a good defense. He will block through all of that, both support ults. And they get onto second point. Not a 4-minute time bank, but 3-minute 50. All the ults have been traded as Kellen moves on to the Master of the Mirror, but Kuffa is lurking close here. Looking to trap someone with this Slow. Looking for a high-value target. Slow gets a lot right there. They're all caught in it. Punches go through. Seeker's in a lot of trouble. Tries to slide away, but slides into more danger. Zero comes with a blade as well. Wants to chase down this Lucio. UV's looking for the finishing blow. They actually lose Kuffa during all of that, so not the type of fight they wanted at all. Lethal still on the flank. Genji on him, though. Dynamite will go if. Sugarfree will be set on fire, but will be fine. And SSG, they can stabilize. But not the cleanest, and they have to hold for 3 more minutes. Sugarfree playing on this high ground. Very hard to dislodge. Look at the flank, though. Admiral and Zero, here they come. The dynamic duo on the flank. Seeker gets annihilated. Oh, Admiral is really caught in there. He'll die as a response. Sugarfree's dying for more. Blade comes out as well. Loses for Juno for a second. Sees for the Ashes far away. Deflex coming out. Dynamite there. Has to sheathe the sword, but will give a kill regardless. Was an aggressive blade, but it does pay off for him. They should be able to turn around and get a few more of these stagger kills as well, potentially. Oh, Admiral's back. Maybe not quite as easy as they thought, actually. Zero's there, trades 1, and SSG have to try and stabilize around point now. The Nightmare, they're coming up to both support ults. This is going to be the hardest fight of them all for SSG to win. Kellen can buy time on point with the Annihilation very soon. With a beat push comes through right now. Kellen is 99%. He gets the Annihilation. Seeker is getting chased into spawn. Dies just before that overclock. Bliss is going to die just before beat. This should give Nightmare enough to get over the line. Kuffa is just camping the choke. CJ's going to have to try and swing, but what can he do when there's a ram at the door? Kellen's trying to buy time on point, but he's all alone. The Rave from UV will surely finish the job. And Nightmare tie us up. All right. Yeah, we've got a game, haven't we? We've got a game. Hold on, 2 seconds. Yeah, we certainly can. We certainly can. Oh, 15 is a lot from Seeker. Deaths, that is. Yeah, 34 and 7 for Zera. 23 and 6 for Admiral. Yeah, I mean, it's not like Sugar Free has a bad KD either, right? Like, slight damage gap, still 28 and 9. But hard to argue that Zero didn't get more out of that, more out of the blades as well. Honestly, even some of that could just be the blade value and that damage as well, really. It looks like we might be in for a long one. God, we've normally been treated to some early finishes here, really, out of the what should we call it? Out of North America and, well, the West in general. How useful are stats to actually determine how good someone played? I mean, it's interesting to see the difference in the numbers, but I think so much of Overwatch is actually more like eye test than anything else, right? Like, there are certain things that are true, you know, in terms of if you look at a large enough sample size, or, you know, does this Sojourn just do 2 to 3k more damage every time? It's like, well, yeah, they probably just are hitting more shots then, aren't they, you know, type thing. But especially at this level, when all the players are good, right? All the players have good mechanics. A lot more really comes down to the decision making in the moment. Especially in Overwatch, as well, what you get a lot is, like, if you win the map, your numbers are just better, right? And it doesn't actually even tell you, like, who hits more shots, right? It's just, if you win the map, you will end up having more damage. For the most part, right? If it's, like, relatively close. Ooh, pardon me. Okay, Juby. Hang in there. It certainly is fastest car 95. We are all tied up. Oh, thank you, Gucci Poochie. Thank you for the prime. Welcome. Oh, need to lock in for this. This is going to be a true test. A late Sunday, not what we're normally treated to, but I can make it happen. Is the hash ban valid in this game? It might be, you know, it might be. It is causing him some problems. I think the Lucio swap there was the right decision, but it feels like the emphasis and the impact Nightmare are putting and having on this side fight with the Lucio Genji group is paying huge reward right now. Gonna go on to Saravasa here. Picked by SSG. Kiriko ban now. Tracer ban in return here. So I think we're probably gonna see, might just be Lucio and a Winston, honestly. I have to talk a bit quieter as well because it's late now in the UK. We're at like 1:20 AM, so I'm trying not to disturb my fiance. Try not to disturb the family next door as well. Out of respect, you know. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to try very hard to keep my voice down because we're gonna get more of this Winston mirror right now. Oh, all right, closing, Preds, locking in. I literally cannot hit Tori. There's a baby next door. I can't wait for baby Hitori. All right. Lethal is going to try and get away with the Ashe again here. Other than that, everything else is mirrored. Tracer banned, so both teams will be playing Genji, making it a little bit less effective. You would prefer to play the Tracer with that, but Zera, more than happy to take the Genji mirror. Oh, apparently not though. Both Genjis are going to die. No one happy to take the Genji mirror, it turns out. We'll get forced for back jump out of Kufra. He is low. He will get traded out now. Tank advantage for SSG on their next bubble timing. They should just be able to start forcing the point. There we go. Jump onto Lethal. Actually gets Coach Gun back down. Here's Kellen. So actually Lethal's going to get the flip off the back of that Coach Gun. And Kellen's getting poked out. Has to jump out of this one here. And Nightmare have really stolen that first flip, honestly. Now regrouping CJ with a slight nano advantage coming back here. Nade comes out from CJ. Catches... Sorry, Nade comes out onto CJ. Doesn't find the kill though. Dynamite out as well from Lethal. Just keeping him pinned back for now. Nanos are probably going to be built before this next fight really kicks off. Lethal nearly has the Bob. Nade onto Kellen right now. He is nanoed, but he was naded before the nano came through, so we can't do anything with it. They're going to kill him as well. You'd be good for the sleep. They don't even need to invest their nano. That's a disaster fight for SSG. And they're not really going to get a touch out of this either. Oh, let me crack a cold one. Oh. Yeah, going to be all about next point here. We're going to clear Kufra out at least. We'll see where we're going. Looks like we're going up to point D, which is behind Nightmare right now, which means they will get a chance to set up earlier on this point as well. Could even fight close if they really want to, but with the ult advantage, I don't think they need to do anything too crazy. But UV is going to hide close. Is Kellen going to realise Bubbles in time to block the nade? Kufra's going to keep going deep with a Primal right now. Kufra finds one with a Primal, has that heavy landing perk as well. Lethal's helped and killed Bliss too. And now CJ misses the sleep, juggled in, and Kufra will finish it all up there. Clean Primal. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Kellen is also Primaled, but the kill feed seems remarkably empty. And do you know why the kill feed is remarkably empty, chat? It's because not enough people are boosting Kellen right now. He needs your support. He needs the boosts. Now coming back, significant altered disadvantage here for SSG. They have the beat, but SSG have all that and more. Bliss is going to beat through. Only catches 3 players, though. Bob in response, and this will help keep SSG at arm's length here. They're going to kite this one out, and Admiral gets to hold onto his beat right now. Doesn't have to do anything fancy. Can just hold it, and now they'll probably go with the Nano instead, more likely. SSG also have their combo available soon. Kufra's uses bubble. Nade comes out, catches Admiral. He's in big trouble. Gets himself around the corner, but not far enough. Kellen punishes that one. And now Sugar Free looking for the punish. Kufra is sleeping on the floor, but is woken up. Just takes down CJ. Bliss now stuck in a bubble fighting a Winston. Kufra is awfully low. They're going back to kill him. They kill him, but same things happen to Kellen. Both backlines are going to kill their respective, well, their enemies, Winstons. Nano was used in that one from UV. Now the retake for SSG here. They have a Nano to either turbocharge this. Turbocharges Overclock, turbocharge this Blade. Nade comes out here, hits CJ early on. Blade comes through from Zera, kills CJ before his Nano comes through. Seeker's got no chance to use that. And Zera's Blade finds the perfect value again. Trigger Free's good for one trade right now, but Kellen is low HP on point. He needs help from Bliss. He's coming, but Zera is all over that. Another good Blade from Zera. And Nightmare are just storming ahead. And we might be in a tennis serve. We might be in a serve break situation for those of you who know tennis theory. SSG now do have the ult economy at least in their favor, but they need to win 3 rounds in a row. Zera's had to use his deflect early. Nade comes through, Dynamite comes through. Both are going to miss for Nightmare. Kufra is already in the back. He's primaling, but he's kind of primaling in the spawn by himself. Can he find anything? No, he's just going to get cleared out, and this is low value primal from Kufra. Some would say 0. Now coming back in, Nade will catch Seeker, but he will live. No ability to follow up on that one. They're trying to walk forward without using anything here if they don't have to. Nade over the top from CJ finds nothing. Kellen is just chasing this Winston around. Drops for Primal, sees an opportunity to kill the Ash. Camps for Coach Gun. This time not so lucky. Lethal will eventually be sent off the map here. And they get it for just for Primal in the end. Will finish off UV. And an efficient retake for SSG. One and done. UV coming back with Nano. CJ will have one too. SSG, I mean, Nightmare probably have to Nano Kufa. But there's also an option here that maybe SSG just combo like a Nano Blade or something like that. We're actually going for a flank here onto Zero. They're making a Nano Zero in here just see if he can clutch out some kills. And here it comes for Nano. Seeker's going to commit the slide all over him. Defensive beat is good. They Nano as well here, SSG. We're going to trade 1 for 1. Only Zero's actually found 2 with this. Now he's all over Sugar Free. HP advantage, but Sugar Free, he gets that mini. 1 HP, Zero wins that 1v1. CJ will trade the kill though, but Nightmare have got the flip during all of this. Kellen's going to try and chase out Admiral here, but he's just too bloody fast in this Lucio. Kellen's going to go back over to point, start trying to flip it. Admiral was traded out by Seeker. So a really scrappy fight. Bliss joins Kellen on the point. The bubble to ensure the cap. And SSG have regained control. Still have both DPS shots right now. Kifler's going to jump in here. No bubble just yet for Kellen. Dynamite onto him. Overclock now from Seeker. It's a flank overclock trying to push him forward. Kellen's going to jump in. He's low HP though. Could do with something out of Seeker. There's a Genji behind him. He slides forward twice. Hits for shot onto UV and kills Zira. The bob onto point is causing all sorts of problems though. Sugar Free has pulled for Blade. He's found 1 kill only onto Lethal. But it might be enough. They're going to wait for this bob to expire and go back to point now, SSG. We'll be able to get the flip. What a kill from Seeker there. Has to double slide all the way across the map. Nails the shot onto UV as he drives past. Really important kill. Nade though onto Sugar Free, catches him and Zero responds immediately. Nade onto UV in response and Bliss will trade that one right back. Good nades from both. They're flipping the point right now. They have flipped the point for free. 4v4 situation. Sleep is going to be a miss from CJ and he is just dead to this. Beat comes through from Admiral to ensure they can finish the job. And this might just be map if SSG aren't careful. Primal to chase this kill. Kellen's going for it. Echo back from Sugar Free. But Kufa's got the finish onto Seeker. They come back towards point. They have to trigger overtime. Kellen nearly has Primal if they can get there. Kellen has to do so much with this Primal right now. I think they're letting someone else get the touch, but he has to Primal for it actually. Primal's to get the touch. I think Bliss can now maybe take over. Does this allow Kellen to do something with it? He tries to juggle them in, but Kellen's had to use his Primal just to stay alive, just to keep a point touch alive. They're chasing Kellen in now. Bubble off onto the heels. Kufra will finish that one off. CJ's trying to battle away, but Kufra is just all over him right now. Punch to finish it off. He will get traded late by the Echo, but Nightmare, they break the serve. And they win on the Winston mirror. They win on the Winston mirror. Damn. Right? Damn. Alright, we can look at some numbers for that one, but that was actually pretty one-sided in the end, honestly. Yeah, 10 and 3 for Admiral compared to 7 and 7 for Bliss. CJ died a couple more times than UV. I mean, yeah, really one-sided map. Everything just in favor of Nightmare. Really short map, honestly. Alright, what's the choice now? What modes have we had? So we've had, we just had Flashpoint. Just had Escort. So now is it just push left? So we're probably just going to Esperanza, right? Let's see what bands, where am I going? Not there. What bands, where are we at in the band situation, right? Oh, it's not updated on Liquipedia. What, it'll be on Basic, won't it? Oh, it's on hold because they're changing it. God damn it. What bands have they used already here? Can we just let them go to... just let them both go to China to shake hands so you can go to bed? If you want, GB, you can go to bed. I can remember to do the Preds. You don't have to stay up. I can remember. SSG Banana first map. I'm thinking mostly have they banned the Hazard yet or something like that, you know? We can do it another time, Chibi, honestly. I don't mind, because we're going to finish so late, really. We can just announce the winner at a later date. It's either that or we trust Hitori. God. Big trouble. Need to get Cuffer deported right now. Could be a play. Could be a play. First Pro having a good day today. They also won the Marvel Rivals EMEA Invitational. Oh, good on them. God damn. They deported Kellen in response. Yeah, a classic IRL ban situation. Ooh, pardon me, sorry. That Sparks team? Oh yeah, I heard something about it. I heard his team won. I didn't realise it was VP. That's cool though. Missed that map. How did they win so fast? I mean, everything went their way, honestly. Like, Zero did a lot. Actually, Kuffer got the better of Kellen on that one as well. Yeah, Kuffer's in North America for collegiate. So he's not on high ping or anything like that. I thought watching Overwatch is difficult. Watching Rivals is impossible. I've only ever had it on as like background viewing, really. You know, I've never watched it. I've never like properly tried to sit and watch it. I've never really played the game as well, right? So like in those situations, just don't know what any of the heroes do. Don't know what any of the abilities do. Just coming in with zero knowledge. Just like no chance, really. You know. Is it ISU if I remember right? For Kuffer. I think same for Lethal and Admiral, right? Smash, says Anteferi. Oh, not like this, Smashy. We were meant to have double champions. Double LA Gladiators champions. But Hunter is struggling. Oh, a rare Colosseo. A rare Colosseo with a brick ban. And Nightmare are going to spend their Malga ban here as well. Smash. Earlier today, when we watched VP, everyone in chat, when Virtus Pro make good decision with ults, everyone says yummy ults. Those ults are yummy. You have introduced a new phrase to everyone's to what everyone says. It's because everyone wants to be like you, Smash. Everyone wants to be like best coach in EMEA. Maybe best coach world. It is best of 4 as well, yeah, Painting Sugar. Alright, should we lock in? Because the team names are the wrong way round. But we're just going to get more of a Winston Animira. More of a Winston Animira. Alrighty. Lethal going to be playing the Ashe again. Bubble out from Kuffer, but you know what Kellen's going to do? He's going to counter Bubble. They're going to nade Kuffer. And it's actually just textbook from SSG. A classic under-gap this time. You see Kuffer jump in. They're going to break for Bubble. Kellen will counter jump. Bubble off Kuffer's heels. And then UV, after breaking the Bubble, will nade Kuffer. And Kuffer will die. It's happened time and time and time and time and time again to him in this series. Too easy for Kellen. Need more from Kuffer. More patience. Slower mid-fights here. Kellen playing onto the high ground. Kuffer will jump top right. Kellen's eyeing up a jump on this cross, potentially. Kuffer's going to drop in, jumps onto it. Nade's used aggressively here. Kellen's booped down, actually, and the nade did hit CJ, but they can't follow up on it. Now drop into the low ground, actually, just to make sure they keep everyone alive. And Kuffer's looking for his next jump. Nade into the wall right now. Kuffer's going to bubble it off. He's actually half HP. Kuffer's in big trouble. Nade comes through from UV to pocket him back up, though. And now he's going to chase down Seeker. Seeker was going in there. Don't know exactly what happened there. They're going to try and punish Kuffer for it. Kuffer's going to run for the Mega. Trying to dart around. Has the bubble. Gets back to his supports. They get one trade onto lethal, but it's not that much. Still looking for another one in Sugar Free. Okay. Nightmare respond right back on that one. Now we're getting up towards the ult portion of the fight. Nano available for both Annas. Primal advantage for Kellen. Pulse bomb's there too. Nade's going to come in. Nade catches Kuffer, so they're just going to clear Kuffer out, take a bit of space here in the corridor. CJ checking behind. Bliss is trying to mark this Tracer as well. Trying to keep Zera in check. Sugar Free's going to go to market as well. Admiral is with him, but CJ's actually died to Kuffer as this comes in. It was a nano onto Lethal, so maybe Lethal's just cracked open for damage. He seems to have swung top left, and he's just killed everyone with this nano. They'll clean up Bliss behind, and SSG's just got no chance to use any of their ults. Lethal with an aggressive swing top left, and just back your guy to hit his shots. Lethal's been, well, I was going to say lethal with him today, but I'm trying to avoid that word trap. He's been good for it today. Early Bob comes out from lethal as well. Pulse 110 from Zera is wide. Defensive nano comes through onto Seeker. Kuffer now chasing into spawn with Primal. Will kill Kuffer. Will kill CJ in the end, but Kellen and CJ also good for the trades. They come back and deny the checkpoint from going through. Looking for the Lucio finish here right now. Admiral has managed to skirt away, and it's turned into a bit of a dogfight. Sugar Free needs help on point, but Kellen's still trying to kill this Lucio. Kuffer's going to pop the Primal right now to finish it off. They get checkpoint while Kuffer's primaling. Not worried about getting kills there, Kuffer. Just wanted to force the checkpoint. Trades his Primal for it. Is a good trade. And now, BPP situation, overclock for Seeker. So if I'm SSG, walk up, start with overclock here. Try and force out Admiral's beat. Can get the later beat back from Bliss. Kuffer is hiding on the left right now. He's going to jump in. Beat over the top, though, and the beat is too late from Bliss. They just run over CJ. Nightmare, they up the tempo. They go aggressively, and Bliss just can't get the beat off in time. Kellen's going to find one trade still, so it's not a clean fight for him. Slide into the back from Seeker. But still only one kill. We are seeing some of the limitations of the Ashe here, where if anyone's getting traded on Nightmare, it is always the Ashe. Always the Ashe, isn't it? Now coming back, nano advantage for UV. Seeker still has this overclock bow, and Kuffer. So many things are going right for Nightmare, but it's just these neutrals catcher they're lacking in sometimes. Kuffer's getting punished a lot by Kellen in these situations. Keep boosting Kellen, guys. It will work, trust me. But wait for Kuffer to respawn, and UV will have the nano to use on him here as well. Sugar Free's trying to come through the left. Kellen's gone top right. He's zoned him off. Overclock now from Seeker. Bubble is going to be used from Kuffer in response. Thank you, Mello is online for the Prime. YouTube believer. Overclock from Seeker doesn't really do all that much, and now they've got to worry about the nano turn. Zera's pulse bomb is good. He's behind them all right now. He's going to get forced to recall by Seeker. Just keep taking that battle. Kuffer's going to come help him out, but Zera's just backed up to the mini for now. Coming back to trying to avoid trades. Kellen's going to jump in one more time. Avoids the sleep. More pressure onto UV. Desperate for it. Bliss will finish the kill. Kellen's going to primal here, actually. Thinks he can get more. Will be right about that. Picks up lethal, and Sugar Free's going to kill one. And looks like Kellen is clutching with primal. The boosts. The boosts are working. He's trying to cut off the Lucio here as well. Now trying to chase down Kuffer. Kuffer is low. Sugar Free will finish that kill. And alright, maybe finally a bit of an opening here for SSG. A chance to maybe go round the corner. But Nightmare are coming back. Oh, wait. Yeah. Admiral gets caught dying on point right now, so they can gain a few meters off this. They have the nano ready to go on Kellen as well. Sugar-free with a pulse bomb too, trying to get in position. Bob comes out first from lethal. There we go. Bubble onto the backline. UV is 1 HP actually. They're just going to nail him. Now looking for Velucio kill as well. They have lost their backline on the way. It's just trades for trades for trades right now. But look at the robot. The robot's just gone. Kufa's running away. He can just play his life here as well. Just jump out. Going to try and get out main. Bliss is on the hunt, but not going to be able to chase down that Winston. And Nightmare, they lose the fight, but they avoid any damage from it by stealing the robot. Really nice, like, heads-up play from Kufa on that one. They still have Nano Prime off in this next fight. Going to be an even beat situation as well. Yuvi's in a lot of trouble. Double Nano perk is available now. Beat over the top from Bliss. Admiral doesn't get a chance to use these. Bliss focuses him down, and now they don't have enough ults to layer in. Kufa's going to hold on to the Primal for this retake. Remember, they do have the lead here, Nightmare, so they can be kind of disciplined with this. They can save their ults for more important fights, try and bleed out the economy a little bit from SSG. And now you see they have found themselves in exactly one of these situations. So as we approach a fight to try and secure a checkpoint for SSG, they're going to have to try and do it from an ult deficit. And they lose Seeker early, which is worst case scenario. Rotate in CJ, I think just looking for a trade, trying to find a clutch. They go out, but Nade is onto lethal, so Kellen can secure one, but he won't get a primal before getting traded. So now just be the end of the progress here. Only a measly few meters of a point for SSG. And maybe worst of all, Nightmare get to hold on to all of their ultimates. Zero force to recall. Bliss and Sugar-Free will make their way back. Oh, Bliss is actually going to get naded on the way out, but Sugar-Free's caught. Zero, wait! Oh, Zero was not expecting that at all. I'm not sure anyone was. Sugar-Free a step ahead, though. And now SSG on the front foot off the back of that pick. They still have to be careful of this ult advantage, though. Keep boosting Kellen, guys. He's got a primal ready to go. Sugar-Free is on the flank. All over UV. Comes out. Now the primal from Kellen. All over lethal. He's just going to take him for a ride. Sugar-Free will finish the damage. And all of a sudden, we're starting to see that Tracer-Winston combination coming through for SSG again. Wants to try and catch out for Winston here. Kellen's going to jump in behind. Disruptor shot there as well. Kufa's staying. Kufa has primal, remember, so he can keep flaking this fight. CJ's just gaining more meters on point. Kufa is awfully low. He pops for primal now. Who is he chasing down with that one? I think it's for Lucio. He wants to chase all over him, but oh, Bliss, he's going to surf it all the way. Kufa gets nothing. There's an overclocking spawn from Seeker. He's sliding through. Bit of damage on the way past as well. And Bliss, he's given him the slip. You can't primal Thanos off a map. Grow up, Kufa. Bliss gets away, and that'll be checkpoint here for SSG. SSG also now have both their support ults, and Sugar-Free's just got Zero again. Might have been looking good on the Genji here. Bliss is going to beat back towards this nade on point here. Sugar-Free has the pulse bomb, looking for it onto lethal. Recall has been forced. He's going to keep chasing it down. Lethal is 1 HP. Disruptor shot in there as well from Seeker. Zero is still lurking behind. Admiral is low. Sugar-Free going to kill that one. And we are all tied up, but SSG are about to start taking the lead. Nano for both teams. Pulse bomb for Sugar-Free. Wow, Zero was really putting in an all-star performance on the Genji. On the Tracer, it's Sugar-Free is starting to take over right now. Looking for the attempt. Oh, combines with Lethal as well on the back of that Nano. Kufa's Nano on the other hand, he is just on the run. They are all low, and suddenly, after being behind for so long, SSG are starting to stretch their lead in this series. Should be a late kill here onto the Ana, I think, as well. No way out for UV. Keller will regroup on point, and this is serious damage. There's only 45 seconds left on the clock as well. And SSG are punching right back here against Nightmare. Zero looking for a pulse bomb. Runs into Bliss. Bliss is low HP. Bliss gets away, and Sugar-Free with the punish every time. Primal now from Kellen. Where are you going, Lethal? Stuck in a room. And they might even turn, honestly, they might even turn us into a full push at this rate. Kellen touches the spawn door, touches their stuff. One more jump onto point from Kufa right now. The bubble's going to get broken quickly, and Kufa is going to get one shot. Pulse bomb trade is good from Zero, but they need more. Final 10 seconds right now. They need more kills. Zero has to try and keep point anchored as well. Darts away. And they will C9 as a result. I think the map, it was gone anyway. Maybe could have got more out of that last fight, giving themselves a clutch attempt. Tied up 2-2. Alright, I do actually need some more water. Maybe another Diet Coke. Because it's starting to get late. But we have a series. Yeah, feel exactly the same, Kizzy. Also, bear in mind, because they got the map break on the previous one, now we've sort of had a reversal of that. Reversal of who has the map pick in the series, right? Instead of SSG having it from being the upper seed, it's actually Nightmare who gain control. So let me be right back, and let's crack in. Too many lemon. Too many. Back in time. Whew. Oh. Desperate for water. Not enough water in, but what? 6 hours, 15 minutes until your alarm. I think we might be going all the way. Ooh, Red's up. Thank you, Juby. Still awake. Hanging in there. No, it's alright. I didn't realise either. Ooh. I don't know what it is, Gusta. Alright, Lijiang Tower. Let me conjure the last of my brain power. To think what we're doing ban-wise. Ban Ash's map 5? No, it's only in a match point situation. Only in a match point situation. So a Sojourn ban from Nightmare. They're playing the Ashe anyway, so we're obviously, the deeper we get in the series, the more you run out of high value bans. Honestly, they seem pretty content to just play the Winston mirror in most places. So Hunter's not even going to pretend not even going to pretend anymore. Not even going to pretend. Bans for Lifeweaver. Have SSG banned Genji yet? It's a fair question. Let me see if I can find you the answer quickly. Alright, Wikipedia not up to date. I can't remember. Is it on here? Ooh. No, actually, no. What's the post? We should ban Lifeweaver again. Lucy has spoken. I can get it up quickly if I... There we go. Alright, we actually are going to get a different look at the comps here. We are on Control Center, of course, so even both of them will just accept Winston is not the answer here. Sugar-free onto the Venture actually here. Now, you've probably not seen a lot of Sugar-free Venture in, I guess, like, match play, but actually Sugar-free he's kind of nuts at it, honestly. As proven by taking like 6 or 7 shots here to deal with that and then getting traded. So, case and point. I promise you he's good at it though. I've seen it with my own eyes. He's good for it. Just you wait. Kennan's gonna get traded on point here, and it will be first point going the direction of Nightmare. SSG forced to regroup. See if Kennan just swaps onto the Ram mirror at this point or sticks for Orisa. Interesting that they both want the cast direction on this smaller map as well. Again, going to be a lot about the side fights here. Venture is very good in these side fights, though. You see Bliss and Sugar-free making their way there, and Zera and Admiral going to make their way over to match that. Walking through main, damage onto Kufa, still has his form and shield, though. Going to use both of them at the same time right now as Kellen's going to try and take the trade. Spins him back, keeps him alive, torpedoes out, slow onto Seeker. He rolls back from it here, trying to pump damage into Kufa. He is relatively low. Now trying to get a bit of space on point. High noon swing as well to force the objective. They are behind. Deflect is available. No Deja Vu for Seeker. Doesn't see the shoot the deflect this time. But they do give a flip off that high noon bow. About as good a value as you can expect. Sugar-free still in quite deep right now. Looking for the back line. Goes a bit deeper. It's a bit of separation now. And Kufa will get taken down in the front line while Sugar-free makes that space. We'll get the late kill here onto Zera. A trade, though. It's a big trade from Yuvi as well onto CJ. And this will stop them having any chance of holding forward here, SSG. They're going to back it up towards point. Getting up to all of the ults right now. Big ult trait on hand. Keep boosting Kellum. Keep boosting him. Because he has a Terror Surge ready to go. Unburrow underneath. Sugar-free will cop for Hinder. Drill dash back to point, now putting pressure onto Kufa. Ray trade will be coming in as well, but Kufa dies before the Ray gets to him. Blade comes through from Zero to try and clutch it out, using his Ray for the extra damage, trying to camp the exit here. Sugar-free into the sky to try and survive. Javelin helps him out as well, but Sugar-free is still 1 HP. I don't think it will make it. Wait, Kennan's got a second kill. Just you wait. Kennan's anchoring the point right now. Getting pocket from CJ too as well. CJ's trying to keep his distance so Zero can't follow up. Kufa is back in the fight and he has the Annihilation. But SSG, they've weathered the storm. Classic Anteferi. Kufa is looking to go deep with this Annihilation. Kellen continues to anchor the point right now. High Noon comes out from Lethal to try and clear it. Will clear the point. They're trying to get a boop onto Kellen. Kellen's going to peek in, takes a bit of a damage. Beat back from Blissful as they come through. Beat response from Admiral. Looking for the Terror Surge. Tectonic Shock out as well. Just trying to find whatever damage they can into that Terror Surge. Will catch Zero. Will finish him off. Kufa still has his Annihilation. What are we waiting for, Kufa? Get involved. He's killed Seeker though. Still Dash though. Pushes Admiral back in. But Melee to finish it as well. Clobber does the job. Kufa still has his Annihilation. They're trying to clean up Kellen on point here. Kellen gets another trade though. We still have this Annihilation. They do have control of a point here, though, so it's not the end of the world for Nightmare as they stall it out. Now Respawn's coming back. Annihilation still there. Full block from Kufa. So hard to dislodge. Will keep anchoring point. And now they're actually going to take the advantage here. Annihilation finally popped. Ray over the top as well. But have they just disengaged it? Kellen won't be getting out, to be honest with you. But they force a couple of ults there, and they will have a retake with Ray advantage here, SSG. But Nightmare, they're going to hold close. Wait, Bliss gets 2 trades?
How's it going?
How on earth has Bliss got 2 trades? I guess he just snaps their fingers and they disappear. Alright, Ray advantage and then free walk up. They're going to get themselves on point for free. Kufa is rushing back. Lethal is on a flank. He knows they have ult disadvantage. He has to try and clutch. He's going to start shooting early. Minimal damage from this range here. Still trying to find CJ. The Ray has come out and CJ will be safe inside it. Lethal's going to keep flanking, but the damage has been done. The Ray has got the successful retake here. And oh my god, Blissey. When SSG need him most, steps up. And now, final fight situation. A classic cough where we are going 99-99. Zero coming back up, nearly has the blade. High noon for Lethal to make a bit of space, but Kellen has his Terror Surge. Terror Surge Tectonic Shock can be a pretty lethal combo. Worth noting, Bliss actually has beat advantage here by about 10-15%. High noon to start it from. Terror Surge in. He's going to keep charging it up. Tectonic Shock over the top. He kills CJ with it. 2v2. Zero's going to blade now. Gets another one on it. Cuts through Kellen. The blade will finish the job in the end. Trying to Terror Surge. Obviously, he wanted to cancel on the High noon, I think, potentially first. They're going to try and play for some late touches here. It's going to be so difficult, though. Drill dash in from Sugar Free. Seeker's coming back on the Sombra. Sugar Free can get one more touch with a final drill dash. Trying to buy more time. Can get underground as well. Sugar Free buying valuable time. They've lost Bliss, but Kellen is back on Diva. Bliss is coming back with beat, but they have to buy so much time. Admiral has taken over Bliss's beat charge since he stayed alive there. Lethal will clean up Seeker, and that will be first point going the way of Nightmare. Neck and neck. Neck and neck. So hard to separate these teams. Continues to be the case here on Lijiang Tower. Bliss dying before he gets that beat. No problem, Juby. Good night. Alright, chat. Remind me if I forget the Preds, okay? Remind me. I'll try my best to remember, but between us, we've got it, I think. I reckon we've got it between us. Okay. Winston now from Kellen. More Ramatra here onto Garden. Seeker on the Ashe. Sugar Free on the Tracer. Alright, different comp matchup now. Dynamite at the choke. Zero's going to try and take over point side. Kellen's going to jump on that immediately. Wants to force Zero right out of there and does successfully do that. Bliss looking to clear him, but Lethal's actually won that duel with Seeker. Admiral and Bliss lining each other up. They're walking forward. Dink onto CJ forces him to DP quite hard. And now the Lucio Tracer side here for SSG have to back it up. Kellen just getting a bit of ult charge out of choke here. Needs to be careful. The slow timing is the scariest one for Kellen. If that messes or interferes with any of these jumps in or out, it will be lethal. Not the player. Kellen's going to jump in behind now on UV, create a little bit of space. Bubbles off as well. They're all trying to turn on Kellen right now. He needs a lot of help. They need his team to swing, but they're just getting camped up this choke by this Ramatra. Nade on him as well. Kellen's going to jump even further behind, and he's teamed up with Sugar Free. They've got the kill. Meanwhile, Seeker, he's walking into this Ramatra, trying to get the trades. And he's got it there as well. Kufa will trade CJ late, but they should be good for the cleanup here. There we go. Admiral dies on point. Ramatra's coming back. Booped off point. Kufa has to try and die on the objective. Just get to the point for what it's worth. Only 30% left for Nightmare out of their first hold. Yeah, Kellen did a really good job there. Jumps all the way in deep. Jumps in behind. Keeps himself alive. Groups up with Sugar Free Bliss. And they get all those trades. Kellen perfectly took all of the attention and lived exactly what you want out of your Winston. Now Annihilation coming back for Kufa. Nade onto Lethal at the choke will slow his peak. Bubble off onto the heals here, so we're going to try and focus down Kufa, but he has the Annihilation. B comes through as well. Kufa's going to drop it, but he's going to be slept actually. Kufa's taking so much damage. Pulse Bomb B keeps him alive. High Noon Nano. Nano High Noon as well from Seeker, but Kufa's got inside. He's killed one. Seeker's looking for more. Lethal takes his head off. Damage onto Bliss as well. Kellen has the Primal if they really want to stall it out, but they've lost control of a point here, so he would not be wise to. Back in control of a point immediately. Another quick flip. Kellen is retaken with Primal now. UV has Ray. Obviously, the Ray damage will mean that Primal will be so scary. Kellen's going to jump over right now. Has for Primal. Wants to try and boot Lethal into a difficult situation. Varay comes out to try and peel Lethal. He's trying to get back into Varay. He gets back into Varay. Kellen has dropped for Primal. Just trying to live. Trying to get a bit of separation here. All over Lethal still as well. He's booping him towards the edge. Off the map he goes. Trying to go back on. Wants to deny the health back. Lethal now was on the roof for a second. Kellen still trying to deal with him. Kellen will finish the kill. 2 for 2 trade, though. SSG have lost their backline, but they have flipped for point again. Sugar Free will get the cleanup here. And you can see this Lucio Tracer split from Sugar Free and Bliss. It's getting a lot of value, but it is obviously leaving CJ exposed in a lot of situations. But so far, the value just about seems worth it. Now the retake here for Nightmare. They can use the Bob to force the objective. Oh, they can get an opening pick onto Seeker as well. Lethal again on the Ash. Bob now just over the bridge, not to force for point, so SSG will de-peak this, but it does give them all the space on the map here, Nightmare. Gonna back it up to point. Bliss is in a lot of trouble. Oh, gets caught by that one. Wait, can't finish the kill. Zero can't finish the kill. Bliss escapes with his life. CJ nearly has the nano. Kellen is on life support a little bit here, but they can retake with the nano very quickly. Nightmare back in control of point. Slow onto the choke, so Kellen, he's going to have to back it up. He's going to have to slow it down. Not the value he wants out of this nano. Doesn't find anything. Sleep onto Kuffa right now, but Admiral has the B if they get in trouble. Pulse Bomb comes out. Pulse Bomb onto the high noon. Kills through it, though. Kuffa, though, will survive thanks to that beat. They're going to have to be desperate touches right now. Killing Kellen on point, and this will just be Nightmare taking Lijiang Tower. Desperation swaps. Blissy booped away from the touch right now. I don't know if anyone else can get another one. Seeker's trying to make it on Pharaoh. Won't make it. And Nightmare. 3-2 up. Match point. Yeah, we can add that one. Okay. That one. Hunter once again gets stopped by Lethal. I mean, Lethal's been good for it. Yeah, we can look at the numbers while we... Where am I going? Don't need that anymore. Let's go here. Let's go round 5. Felt pretty... I know it was a 2-0, but it felt pretty even for the most part, honestly. Yeah, 9 deaths for Seeker. I mean, Lethal was on 8 as well. Kind of the nature when they banned Sojin, right? You're just going to die a lot. I felt like the problem with Seeker's deaths was less that the total number of deaths and more just these ones when SSG are holding a point and he just gives away a free pick before the fight. Don't forget Prez. Oh, thank you, Boltitude. Choose outcome. Nightmare. Who wins map 6? Oh, sorry. I probably did that too quickly so we didn't see all the cash outs there. I'll try and leave a little bit of time. We are going to map 7. You believe that SSG's final map pick, right? Final map pick. We're pretty deep right now. We're going to Esperanza. We're going to play all the pushes. Oh, wait. I can peep the bans, can't I? I always forget. Alright. Hunter is going to ban Baptiste. Nightmare are going to ban Torb. What's happening? Timing out Smash? No way you're timing out Smash, Hitori. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No, it's a Bat ban and a Torb ban. You love Smash, then why have you timed him out? Saving Anna? I can deflect it. Karari, quick, the map's starting. Once the map starts, I'm going to be locked in. So you got a few seconds here. Quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deflect. I'm actually, out of respect, Hitori, I'm killing you immediately. Oh, fuck. Hitori, we don't have time. Perfect timing. 10 seconds. I've got to close for Preds. Anyone else got a deflect? I'm doing a countdown. We're going to have to kill Smashy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Another deflect back on Hitori. I'm actually just... Oh, for fuck's sake, Gandalf. Oh, guys. The map's actually starting. The map's actually starting and all my mods are in beds. I've got the Preds. We're going to have to figure this one out. We're going to have to figure this one out. You guys keep track of it and tell me who to kill after the first fight, okay? You guys are in charge. The people... The inmates are running the asylum. Lethal's going to die immediately. Kufra is on the backline. CJ's in so much trouble, so Kufra will just finish that one off as well. Nice and easy. A chaotic start to this as SSG are doubling down on the Winston. Yuvi's going to try and skirt away from all of this. It's actually a Sombra swap from Lethal. Maybe just so he can come back a little bit quicker. Admiral's going to get caught. Yuvi will fall as well. Did invest into the Pharaoh. We saw them actually stray away from this at a certain point, SSG. The Seeker is back on it. All the marbles on the line. And Farah is the choice. Lethal's going to go over onto the Ash. They'll clean up Kufa and they'll start getting some meters on the board. This next fight will be the checkpoint. Kufa will be swapping Winston. They are taking the mirror. Nade onto Kellen, but he's got the back jump. Just run into Kufa here, but the rocket's coming down. Kellen can jump backwards as well. Lethal's going to find Sugar Free, though, on point, which gives them control of the cart. They'll move it back up to the bridge. Kellen jumped over, but they're all out of there, so SSG, they just need to give all the space right now. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see Seeker swap after this. Sleep onto Kufa, actually. This one's going to land. Can they punish it? Nade, yes. Good sleep. Seeker's going to get slept as well, but he will be fine in return. And now, huge sleep from CJ there. Carves it right back open for him. Zero's looking for the pulse bomb. He's been good all day with him here. CJ trying to give him the wiggle. Goes for it, though. Straight into him. Zero's going to get one. Farah's low. Will get traded for it, but now this is going to stop any meaningful progress for SSG. Nightmare can regain control of the cart. Now on the flank, but they lose Bliss, actually. Kellen's dived in. He has the Primal to keep going right now, trying to avoid the sleep. UV is good for the sleep, though. Now the nade. Kellen gets the Primal off, though. So now UV, no sleep, has to be careful. Tries to juggle him away from Mega, denies for Mega, gets for Mega for himself. Kellen now trying to play his life after that kill. Will go the long way out all around the Mega. Kufra's dive for backline. And they have killed Sugar Free right now, so a 4v4 situation, but no Anna here. So Kufra's life will be a little bit precarious, but both teams just regrouping for now. Nano available for both. Bliss is a little bit slower on beat, but should have it in time. UV quite far back now. The game is going to slow down a tad here. Seeker has the barrage ready to go as well. Still on the Farah. But now the Ash has the high ground, a lot of space. Coach Gun knocks Kellen back here. Seeker's in a lot of trouble. There's the Nano, there's the barrage all over Admiral. Admiral gets away. The sleep dart is good from UV. The dive onto the back line, though. CJ's going to get traded. UV's going to get traded. Seeker now trying to play for the Mega, but Lethal with a Coach Gun kill. Will get traded out by Kellen. 3v3 situation. Pulse Bomb is wide from Sugar Free. They're going to try and chase down his recall. He's running for the Mega. Kufa and Zero are there. Kellen's going to come to try and respond. Bliss is there with him. Kufa's going to pop the Primal here. He's once again chasing Blissy all over the roofs. Denies the rooftop. Wait, but Blissy's going to give him the slip again. One more time. Bliss is taken. Bliss now. Wait, he's got the boop. He's lived. Kufa fails to confirm the kill with a Primal. Just chasing his poor Lucy all over the rooftop. And now they want to punish Kufa. They want revenge. Kellen's peeking all the way. Defensive nade comes out. It's Kellen who dies for it. Oh my god, it's back and forth. We're still just fighting over mid, but that kill there. Bliss lives, but then Kufa lives in return. And now this will be checkpoint here for Nightmare. A late kill onto CJ as well, and they have double support up to keep going here, Nightmare. SSG, they need to win this map to keep themselves in the series, to send it to a map 7. But they're going to find themselves falling behind here. Kellen will have a primal. Dive onto the backline from Kellen, trying to bait out this sleep. Kufa has just killed Bliss, though. Didn't see. Looks like it was a nade. CJ's sleep is dodged by Zera. He's going to die. Seeker comes back to respond, but now Zera's just in another 1v1 with Pulse Bomb as well. Seeker takes him down, but Zera's done it all. There was a defensive nano used from UV to absorb Kellen's primal as well, so Kellen can do nothing but play his life with the tail end of that one. Admiral has beat advantage here as well. They nearly have Bob too. We're going to clear Kufa out of this one. Sugar Free looking for a play onto Lethal, but Lethal with that early shot. Kellen's going to try and follow it up right now, but booped backwards right now. Kellen's in all sorts of trouble. He's going to die for this one. Went so deep. The nade from CJ just connect onto Lethal, but no follow-up. And now Nightmare, they can keep pushing forward. CJ nearly has the nano, but Admiral has the beat to match. Lethal's going to get a slightly better angle for this Bob. Drops it into the spawn right now. CJ has the nano ready to go. Lethal, they're on the backline. But oh my god, the Bob has killed CJ. And now Kellen's going to dive a beat to make sure no one gets traded from Admiral. Lethal's just killed free. How on earth has Bob traded CJ there? I didn't see exactly what happened, but they still have nano coming back. They have one more chance, but look at the amount of meters they conceded. Dive out from Kellen onto the high ground, trying to clear Lethal right now. Admiral was there to peel him. Sugar Free has the Pulse Bomb. Nano onto Kellen as he dives in, looking for this value all over UV. Kills Lethal. Nade comes out onto Kellen, but he wants to keep going for more. UV will die for that. He can't get the Lucio. But done his job. Now he can come back, help his team clear up point. And SSG, they stabilize, but the damage might already be done. 136 meters. 136 meters down. On Esperanza, 3 minutes left on the clock. And these teams have been so evenly matched now, but this is such a deficit. And what you need now for SSG is you need consecutive fight wins. You need clean fight wins where you don't get traded. But on this version of a comp, so hard to avoid trades. Now they come through, overclock from Seeker to create some space. It's getting primal in. Oh my god, he hits Lethal through all of that, and Bliss has the beat to keep him alive. Oh my god, alright Seeker. SSG are not going down without a fight right now. Primal was popped by Kellen during all of this as well. They'll get all the cleanup kills. Admiral will die on point. They will get checkpoint off this SSG, but that is just the start of their problems. They used overclock beat and primal for that. Now UV has nano advantage. Admiral has beat advantage. They need a play here, SSG. They're running out of time. They've run out of ults. They've run out of Thanos. Oh, they're just going to kill them all. Pulse Bomb from Sugar Free finds for trade, but he needs to do so much more here. He has to just play his life. They will get a reset. They did use the nano at least near Nightmare, so one ult off the board for SSG, or for SSG to deal with. But Admiral will have this beat. Even though he dies late, he'll be back fast. He's got the skates, he knows the rollouts. Pressure now for SSG. They need to clutch up. They need to win so many fights now. 1 minute 40. And Nightmare, if they want, they can just slow it down. Zera's Pulse Bomb goes wide for once. SSG catch a break. Forcing Zera back right now. Pressure onto Kellen here as they try and force and clear this Tracer. Zera's going to have to regroup with his team. CJ nearly has the nano. Farming with some damage on the point. Kufa hasn't used bubble though. Bliss has killed. Wait, Bliss and Sugar Free have just killed everyone on the flank? Okay. That will do it. Now they need to avoid trade. Sleep comes out, but Sugar Free and Bliss just getting it all done. Kufa finds a trade though. These trades are going to be annoying. They're going to have to pick up Seeker from spawn. What if Sugar Free and Bliss just killed everyone? Admiral still has this beat. Lethal has the Bob. The Bob is actually such a good ult in this type of mirror as well. So difficult to deal with. 50 seconds left. Forward spawn's denied. Lethal's going to drop the bomb. Quite early, actually. Can they just kite this one? SSG, they've nanoed back in response. Double nano now, but CJ's going to die through it anyway. Can he find the kill? Admiral has given him the slip. On the chase, gets the landing damage right now. Another boot from Admiral. He's so low. Sugar Free's diving in for the kill. Pulse bomb is good. They're on the Lucio. Can't get that kill. But they hang and clean up on point. Blissey needs help. Recall has been forced out of zero. They're chasing him down. Admiral kills Blizz. Lethal kills Sugar Free. 20 seconds left on the clock. Kellen has Primal. He's all over Lethal. They get the kill. They need to turn off forward spawns. Oh, I don't think they turned them on, to be fair, so forward spawn's still off. Seeker's 1 HP, Zero's diving for it. He has all his blinks back. They're trying to chase him out. Thank you, Just Nocturno, for the Prime. Well, sorry, for Tier 1, rather. They chase down Zero. We're into overtime and SSG have a chance, but it's such a difficult chance. Beat push comes in. They don't have any ults to respond with yet, but point. Sugar Free can keep it contested. Kellen's coming back on the point now. Bliss has beat saves CJ, actually. They're trying to deal with all the peel. Admiral is low behind. Kufa still trades CJ. So hard on Lucio Anna. Kellen's going to pop a primal. He has to. He's keeping the point anchored. He's looking for more kills. He's on the backline. He kills Viana. He's trying to chase the Tracer out. Tracer's recall has been forced. Wanted to try and find it. Now Zero has his blinks and will blink backwards phone. SSG, they are clinging onto their lives in this grand final. Seeker has the overclock, but UV has the nano. It's going to be a double nano as well, and Zero has another pulse bomb. SSG need the almightiest of clutches right now. Zero's got eyes on this Winston. The pulse goes wide. The nano onto Zero right now. He's going to chase for Winston. He's all over Kellen. He's killed him. Seeker's got the overclock. He needs to find something, but Zero's behind him. 2 kills for Zero. Lethal's going to get the 3rd, and that's just it. Nightmare of the champions of North America. Wow. Who had this? Who got these predictions right, eh? Who got these predictions right? Needed to ban the Ash? I mean, unironically, might have helped. Might have helped. Oh. Oh, wow. What a day for Nightmare. They would have been happy enough just with qualifying for China. They would have been happy enough just qualifying for China. But winning North America? Can't complain. Skyle linking a Skyle tweet? Let's see. Oh. Hold on, let me get... I need the right tab open. There we go. Let's see. Not too far off. Not too far off, actually. Date check, 30th of January. Skyle actually knows. Skyle actually knows. Preds, we can cash for Preds. Timeout on Skyle? Fuck. Can't let anyone have anything nice, can they? Deflect? Oh, fuck, guys. Guys, there's actually no mods. There's actually no mods. So... hold on, let me do the Preds first. Nightmare Preds. Complete. Alright, looks like Slippery is dying now. Alright, let me do this one. Alright. Slippery. Timed out. Okay. Did we ever resolve this Smash Hitori one? So, like... okay, let's see. So it's onto Smash, onto Hitori. Onto Smash, onto Hitori. Onto Smash, onto Hitori. Okay.
Look on.
Let's go! Number one!
Wow. What a day for Nightmare. Number 1. Take the first seed in North America. And look like they're going all the way. Hold on, let me do this out of respect for the channel points. Where's Hitori? Ooh. Timed out. There she goes. All right, we got him in the end. And all right, I'm sure a few people are leaving us right now to go to bed. Some of our Europeans who want to get as much sleep as they can before work or school or whatever it is. So we'll do, I guess, a little bit of a post game. But good night to anyone who's leaving us immediately. And all right, we'll get a post game interview as well. I'm sure we can look at some of the numbers. Look at who they play in China. They will be playing China 2nd seed. What a result, actually. China 2nd seed. Cheers. Cheers to that. What are we looking at here? CJ 10 deaths. Yeah, it felt, I mean, some of it was the style SSG were playing, but certainly felt like CJ down in a lot of those. Yeah, I mean, it's still just pretty close all the way, right? Pretty close all the way. And yeah, on the other hand, SSG are going to play whoever comes second in Asia. So one of the big 2 Korean teams. All right, what a day for Nightmare. And this is why you never do. This is why you never do the awards. Before the games are over, right? Because does this not just change the complexion of who should be MVP candidate for the stage? No.
Lethal joining us for a quick chat
Oh,
after
Dennis.
getting the
Go on,
dub and the
Dennis.
#1 seed in the NA region. So first things first, of course, congratulations. This was an insane series. A long day for you guys as well.
0+ lethal, but
how are you
lethal
feeling
voice
right now? Are
only.
you riding the high? Or are you just exhausted? What's going through your head?
I don't even know what's going through my head, to be honest. I can't stop like shaking. It's a pretty insane win, I can't lie. I think I'm very proud of the lads for staying composed and doing our jobs. We did what we needed to do.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this was light work, this game. I have to admit. Take me off Soj, put me on Ash, let me run this lobby up.
You were doing that, whatever you're saying, you were doing that the entire time. Sarah, I wanted to ask you, as someone who's coached you, I want to ask about your journey over the past year. You started, honestly, started in the gutter. How does it feel to slowly work your way through all of the tribulations and the trials you've had to gone through to winning NA? How does that feel?
It's an incredible feeling, honestly. Last year, I think there was a lot of pressure on me when I started performing well and making the internationals. There was a pressure to keep on showing up at the internationals and to keep playing, like, and to keep improving, because I know how good I can be. I don't think I'm at my prime yet, so I want to keep improving. And going into this year, it was a bit demotivating considering I wasn't picked for either of the partner teams. You know, Liquid chose to import a Korean rather than go a more Western route, which, I mean, Knife's great. Shout out to them. I love that team. But yeah, it was a bit demotivating, but I'm glad I ended up on my team because everyone is super passionate and very talented. So I'm happy.
Yeah, it's giving the ones who got away vibes like across the board. There's, I think, a lot of teams are now looking at your squad and I was like, you should have picked up those players. Throughout the stage 1, we got to see a lot of different looks from a lot of different teams, a lot of different metas, which basically, I mean, let's be real, the meta just shifted like every week. If we're looking ahead at Championship Clash, do you have like a meta prediction? What do you think is going to be played there? And what would you prefer to play against all the Korean teams, for example?
Dennis, you want to start?
Bro, run some Moga Torb against them. We can see how that feels.
Bro,
or we can play. Bro, or I think you're just running by ear, to be honest, because we were more focused on taking like one step at a time. As soon as we dominate our region, then we can look to dominate other regions if we'd like. So we have to see like what they're playing and then how our boot camp is maybe.
I think the way that I look at it, I think I think this stage really shows our flexibility. I don't really know what's going to be meta, but I know that we will be strong no matter what it is, and I hope we can prove that in China.
I am sure you guys will be proving that. I mean, it was a phenomenal performance across the board. It was so much fun to watch you guys play as well. It's just like vibes. Like every time Nightmare takes to the server, we know we're in for a good time. Any final words from the two of you for your fans and the people who have supported you on that journey?
I'd like to shout out my family who has always been supporting me. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so I did it for her, and we got the birthday buff going. Yeah, overall, just super grateful for all my friends and family who encourage me to keep going every day, and I hope I manage to get MVP for this match. I don't know. We'll see.
You did. You did.
I did. Oh my god. Yay.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just flex DPS buys, bro. I'll get my MVP once.
What do you mean?
One day.
I'm not even a nominee for the superstar.
Kill feed OTP, bro.
Not even a nominee.
Put my POV, guys, please.
Calling out for nominations. Good on him.
Well, actually, the people we mentioned for superstars, those are not nominees. Those are just people we randomly wanted to talk about. So it's all up to chat.
McGravy didn't choose to talk about me.
I'm sorry.
What?
Hey, I have hyped you up tons today, bro. I have hyped you up tons today, bro. Tons.
No, you know what? I'll take what I can get. It's okay.
Bro, you have MVP awards, bro. I have nothing. I have nothing. No kill feed, no MVPs, no nominees,
You won the kill feed perma.
You're the winner of our hearts, and you get the final say. How about that? You get the final words. Anything you want to say to the fans and the people supporting
don't count me out, guys. Do not count me out. You will see.
No, but how'd they...
We will do. That's a threat. I love that. And with that energy,
what she said makes it sound like...
Thank you both so much. Once again, congratulations.
What she said makes it sound like they just picked the names randomly, not who they thought were the stage.
So best of luck to your team in China.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you guys for having us.
What?
Goodbye.
Dude,
sorry. Lethal is more glazed than a garden gnome by us. I actually got accused of being paid off by the guy.
We're not gonna mute these guys.
I talked about him being a server admin, bro. Bro doesn't listen to the cast, man.
Yeah, I think we overglazed. We over-marinated, and now he's just salty. That's what happens.
Because your nominations were horseshit. Fuck you. Bullshit nominations and then all of it. Yeah, I don't understand what she meant. They just picked people that they wanted to talk about. Then why call it the stage MVPs or whatever, like whatever the official name was? What's Ollie saying? Cheer me up, Ollie, because that's, you know. That's actually class from Ollie. It's worked. He's cheered me up. Being late doesn't mean failure. Maybe it means using the slingshot to make yourself go boing and go further at beginning stuff. Actually so good. So let me clarify here on the whole thing. Credit to good work, Ollie. Happy for him. But so they had 4 nominees for stage MVP, right? And what Zoe said sounded like they just picked 4 people at random that they wanted to talk about. But then to pick the actual superstar of the stage, they took these 4 names and did a poll in Twitch chat. That's just a bit wank, isn't it? I don't know. I just feel like the thing is, I just feel like what it is lazy, right? It's just lazy. You know? Like, I think, I want to see players get recognized for their good performance, you know? We should, you know, who of us is, really any sport, any esport, it's about the stars, right? It's about the individuals, it's about the stories, their struggle, their success, all of this. So, it was just a Twitch poll that was run at the time, Scorching, so it's lost to history, right? But you want to recognize and reward that, you know? These awards, like, they're not like the be-all and end-all, right? But they mean something. It's good to be recognized. We should recognize the players who have played the best in this stage. So it just feels really lazy. Really lazy. Why was CJ Perba picked? I mean, it's the nature of the comp. They're playing a Lucio and a Winston mirror. Like, I know UV died less, but everyone was getting traded every fight, you know? Like, it's kind of the nature of that comp. I think we're very much in handshake territory. I think everyone was pretty happy. Everyone was pretty happy just to get to China and just enjoy the final. Yes, Duck Game, I will be streaming it. It's on the 13th of April for promotion relegation. Pug soon? Well, I'm not thinking about that now, Joby. Not thinking about that now. But yeah, what a day for Nightmare. Obviously sad as the SSG were hand, but you know, they treated us to a pretty good game, right? A pretty good game. Don't think we could have asked, you know, maybe a map 7, I guess we could have asked for a little bit more, right? But can't have asked for too much more out of that final, honestly. So yeah, really happy about that one. Honestly, 2 good finals, actually. I know we didn't get, like, you know, the map 7, etc., but actually 2 really good finals. It's work memory work. It's Amplify and Shikigami. That's just wrong. Dilduck's a second. Are they actually? 13th of April, Lemon. Oh, fuck's sake. Why you got guys? Stop making me do. The mods aren't here. Next person who redeems a timeout, I'm timing out the person who redeems it. That's the new temporary rule. They put you on the wrong damn team. Wait, let's go back. Oh. What do you mean victory? Talk me through it. Wait, was there a team before that? Supernova doesn't have Haven anymore? He's in the subs thing. This is just not true, is it? They have Jutsu now? Oh, okay. And you're not on this team, you're on Dilducks. All right. You're too sleepy for deep talks. You're right, Turt. You're right. Should do a CX Awards. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll do like our own version on Coachable at some point, right? When we do our sort of like summary of the EMEA and North American playoffs. So only 4 of those players aren't on extinction. Cool. Okay, so pretty good effort, right? So pretty good, right? Pretty good all round. You know, got a couple of the players right. What time is it for you? 2:30, which means it's time to end the stream because I'm sure there's plenty to talk about and plenty of thoughts and things to break down. But I think the main thing I want to do is just relax and go to bed. So there's lots to talk about for the series. But I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple of streams midweek or something. And we can look over some of the replays and stuff and just have a bit more of like an in-detail look. Maybe especially at a couple of these finals games, you know? But until then, appreciate the support from everyone as well. Streams have been really good today. Might do more stuff like when I had, like, obviously we had Backbone on for some of the weekend. We had Psycho on for as well. So really grateful for them coming on, spending the time, keeping me company, carrying some of the weight so it's not just me perma yapping. But hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Hopefully you're not going to be too tired for work tomorrow if you're waking up for work tomorrow. Yeah, I think Hunter will be streaming Asia playoffs, so we'll be back for that next week. It starts Friday. They're all best of 7s. Thanks, Arthur. Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. Big streams today. Lecture at 1, you're sweet. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be sleeping in. Up in 3 hours for uni. Godspeed, Quack. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate it. Good streams this weekend. More to come. We'll do some streams midweek looking at some of the replays because I think there's probably a lot of good stuff worth looking at, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Time for bed. Time for bed. That is a sign, right? If that's not a sign that it's time for bed, then I don't know what is, right? So should we find somebody to raid? Let's see. Where are we going? Overwatch 2. That's the game. I could just send you to Rack, because Rack's going to do the codes and the giveaways, right? You just want to go to Rack? Because Rack's going to be doing marbles and giveaways, right? And if I know somebody... If I know a certain group of people who like to play, I think it might be you. All right. Go say hello to Rack. Tell him off for leaking the clean feed. Make sure he lets you guys win the marbles as well. You guys deserve it as well, right? So I'll see you guys in the week. I'll see you at the weekend for the Asia playoffs as well. Good night, everyone. Thank you for all the love and support. I'll see you very soon. Good night, everyone.